can turn the world on with her smile, who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Well, you got tonight's editorial?
Yeah, Ted, here it is.
What's it about?
Mental health.
What's our position?
We're for it.
I can live with that.
Hi, kiddo.
Hello.
Hello, Murray. I should have written that I was coming, but I didn't have time. I am in town on a very big deal. I'm so glad to see you. You look terrific. Gee, what do you have to do to get a cup of coffee around here?
Oh, I'll get you one, but I don't think it's very fresh.
Oh, Murray, after 20 years in the city room, I wouldn't know a fresh cup of coffee if Joe DiMaggio brewed it for me himself, which he often does, incidentally. How are you, baby?
I'm fine. Fine. What are you doing here in Minneapolis? I thought you were covering some story in Uganda.
Well, I was, but General Amin and I had words. Apparently, nobody had ever called him Fatso before. Least of all in Swahili.
Oh, well, you.
Just the way I like it. Rotten. Thanks, Peaches. Hello. Here I am. And it's all set.
You mean it? What you said on the phone?
Every word. Come on, let's go where we can talk about it.
Mary, be a pal. Take my call.
Be a bigger pal. Drink my coffee.
What's that all about?
Well, I don't know. She's my aunt, he's my boss, and I know less about what's going on in the newsroom than anybody.
Almost anybody.
I wonder what she's doing here.
Who?
My Aunt Flo.
Yeah, she's in Lou's office. The two of them have some kind of big secret.
Secret? Will you listen to him, Mary? Some kind of secret. We're journalists, Murray. It's our job to investigate, find the facts. No secrets. To a news team. We dig them up. It's our sacred trust. Oh, hi, Flo. Remember me, Ted Baxter?
Of course, I can never forget you, Ted.
Thank you.
God knows I've tried. Mary, could you step in here for a moment, please?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. They call Mary, and...
Well, she's family, Ted. Flo Meredith is her aunt. I mean, it's only natural that they tell Mary something they wouldn't tell you and me.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
Murray, would you join us too?
Sure, Lou.
Huh?
I guess you're both curious about what this is about.
No.
Oh, well, the reason I'm in town, Lou and I have always wanted to do a story together, and I have the perfect one.
Coffee, anyone?
No, thanks, Ted. We have coffee right here.
Oh, right.
But what kind of story are you talking about, Flo?
Human interest. And it's right here in Minneapolis. There's a family by the name of Flynn who have 20 children. Maybe you read about them.
Yes, I did. He's a widower. She's
Yes.
a widow. He had 9 children, she had 11, and they got married. Although why, I'll never know.
Danish, donuts, coffee cream?
No, Ted.
Shine. Would you like a shine?
Dad, would you by any chance like to join our meeting?
Well, okay, but make it snappy. I've got work to do.
Well, then you want to do a kind of documentary on the Flynns.
Exactly. See how they function during the day. Move right in with our cameras and our film crew.
But has the family approved of this idea?
They love it.
And the best part of all, I have just sold it to educational television.
Educational television? Hot socks.
Hey, we're going to do it together. Flo has the reporter's eye. I've got the television know-how. And we want you and Murray to do the research.
Oh, hey, that's great, Lou. Right, Mayor?
Sensational.
Who are you going to get to narrate the documentary?
Oh, we'll find somebody. Listen, Mary.
I'm right for it, Lou. I mean, I got the looks, the voice. Besides, once I've done educational television, no one would ever laugh at me again.
I don't think so. Mary, I'm trying to get across to you. What?
Wait a minute. I think you're being a little hasty. I mean, Ted has made a very nice offer, and I think we should take him up on it. We could use some fresh coffee.
Here's to the greatest team in journalism.
Right. Lois Lane and Clark Kent.
I'm talking about us, Toots.
Toots, where'd you ever pick up a corny word like that?
From you. You use it all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's kind of cute. Here's to us, partner.
Well, Mary and Murray have done some great research. We now know that in a single day, the Flynns go through 30 quarts of milk, 15 loaves of bread, 6 jars of peanut butter, 3 smooth and 3 chunky, and 1 industrial-sized can of talcum powder. Now we come to the hard part. We need an angle.
Oh, Lou, relax. You and I are 2 old pros. We put our heads together, we'll come up with something.
You know, I had an idea. I've been spending a lot of time with the Flynns, you know, and there's this one adorable kid, Jimmy. Well, I should say little Jimmy, because there's another Jimmy, big Jimmy. He's adorable, too, you know, but he's not quite as adorable as little Jimmy. Anyway, I was thinking it might be interesting to look at things from his point of view, you know, sort of follow him through a typical day and sort of trace his relationships with the other members of the family. Of course, you know, that's just the germ of an idea. I mean, you'd have to take it from there and, you know, kind of develop it further. Or you could look at it all through the eyes of little Herbie, if you want to. Well, yeah, I don't have to say little Herbie, because there is no big Herbie. There's, you know, just the one, there's a dog, Henry. You wouldn't want to look at it all through his eyes. Well, I'll get that.
Hi, Mayor.
Hi, Ted.
Just happened to be outside in the hall anyway, so I thought I'd drop in.
Well. This is the first time I've ever seen you with a pipe that didn't have bubbles coming out. I'll call the Flynns and see if I can set up a shooting schedule.
Hi, Lil. Hi, Flo.
Hi.
How's the documentary for educational television coming?
Fine, Ted.
You chosen a narrator yet?
Not yet, Ted.
I've just been to the library. Had my own library card for years. I love books. It's a pity they don't let you take out 4 at a time. Means I just have to go back every day.
Ted, if you don't mind, we're kind of busy here.
Oh, well, I've got to do some reading anyway. I just picked up Victor Hugo's latest.
Why don't you stop trying to impress us?
Impress you? I'm not trying to impress you. Lou. Please, let me be the narrator.
Give me a chance. I'll do anything, please.
Oh, Lou, what do you say? Anything is better than going through this.
Yeah. Okay, you got the job.
Oh, good. Thanks, Lou. Thanks, Flo. Listen, you won't be sorry. I'll do a great job for you. You won't be sorry that you chose me to narrate the story about the Flynn family. The Flynn family, the Flem family. Why couldn't they call themselves Lipschitz? Hey, Mary. aren't you here? I'm going to be the narrator for educational television. Me, Ted Baxter.
Oh, good, Ted. That's really good. There's just one little problem. I just talked to the Flynns, and they're getting a divorce.
I don't understand. I thought they were happy.
Mrs. Flynn said the romance had gone out of their lives.
Well, it's no surprise with 20 kids. After all that tucking in, they're probably just too tuckered out.
They told the kids yet?
No. Their oldest daughter's getting married in 2 weeks, and they don't want to put a damper on the wedding by breaking the news to everyone now.
Well, we'll just have to postpone the filming until they do tell the kids.
What do you mean, postpone the filming? The Flynns have decided to split up. The story's over.
Oh, now look, kiddo, I'm sorry for what happened and all that, but the divorce just makes it a better story. How these people cope with the breakup of a marriage.
That's disgusting. That's just cheap exploitation of a human tragedy.
I've got news for you, sweetie pie. All journalism is exploitation of human tragedies.
Well, I won't do it.
Now, you have a contract, and so have the Flynns. I've checked with them. They're willing to go through with it.
Okay, then we'll do it just as we originally planned. One day in the life of a big family, period.
That is dishonest.
No, it's not. We'll tell about the divorce at the end, but we won't exploit it.
I'm sorry. As a reporter, I can't do it your way.
Well, as a producer, I won't do it your way.
Well, why don't we do it both ways and let the network choose?
Murray, that is a terrific idea. Let's see which one is right. The hotshot producer or me. We'll both submit a presentation in our own way to the network and let them choose.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm not gonna
No guts.
Come on, come on. You really think that you can goad me into doing something that's against my principles by saying something as childish as...
No guts.
You're on.
Murray, that was a great idea. Thanks. Now, you and Mary split up. One of you goes with each of us. Okay, let's get going.
Well, hold on just a second, Aunt Flo. When you say one with each, how do we decide?
Choose.
Oh, well, no. Come on.
Choose, Mary. Choose who you want to work with.
Well, it's not a question of...
Choose.
I mean, both sides have, really a tremendous...
Choose or you don't work the show.
Well, okay, then I choose Mr. Grant.
Okay, and I choose Flo, because I've always admired your work. Besides, I have this feeling that God put me on earth to be used by strong women.
Well, now, let's get going. You check this out, Toots. I'll start the writing.
Right.
The deadline is Monday morning, 8 o'clock sharp.
I'll be there. And may the best reporter win.
The word is better. And I will.
Hi there.
Hi.
Murray told me about you and Lou and Flo and Murray splitting up in teams. I just wanted to stop by and wish you both good luck.
Oh, thank you.
Fine, Ted. Whose team are you on? Me? Oh, well, I just assumed that whoever was the winner, I'd still be the narrator. Oh, wait a minute, Lou. Are you saying I have to make up my mind what team I want to be on? Does that mean if I choose a team and it doesn't win, then I'm... Well, in that case, naturally, I'm on your team. I mean, I think you're in the right, and I know you're going to win. Besides, today my horoscope told me you will bring good luck to a fat man. How we doing? Fine, Ted. But this is the technical part, and you wouldn't be interested. It would bore you, and I don't want you sitting here acting bored.
Bored? I wouldn't be bored, Lou. You always say that. Treat me like a kid. Honest, I won't be bored. I mean, let me just sit here. Let me just listen, okay, please? I won't be bored.
All right, Mary, where were we?
Well, I think we should put in something about tempo in the film editing.
Right. My thought is that pace is very important. For instance, in shooting a dinner table scene, I'd want rapid intercutting from face to face, with the voiceover perhaps accelerating to show the... What are you doing?
Nothing, Lou. Just counting my teeth.
Get out of here.
I just want you to know that I'm in your corner. I'm going to back you all the way, and I know we're going to win. As a matter of fact, let's hear it for our team. Hip, hip.
Mary, where'd you put the file on the Flynn's budget? I want to put in that line about how 22 can live as cheaply as 21.
Murray has that file.
Well, we need it tonight.
Okay, I'll go over to Aunt Flo's hotel and get it.
All right.
Hooray!
That's it. Finish 30, the end. Oh, that is one heck of a story, if I do say so myself.
And you know something? You are really very good.
Of course she is. That's why I chose your team.
I don't mind telling you, kiddo, that you picked a winner. Let's celebrate. Order some champagne.
Right, Chief. Champagne got you. How do I do that?
Call room service, give them our number, and order whatever you want.
Who pays for it?
Ted, I'm on an expense account.
Oh, really? Wait till Georgette hears about this. Room service?
This is Ted Baxter of Educational Television.
I bet they're all goosebumps in the kitchen.
I'm in room 1007.
I'd like a bottle of champagne, please.
She wants to know if there's anything else.
Be my guest.
Some cashew nuts, salted, the great big ones, and some cheese doodles, and some potato crinkles and popcorn, and some cocktail Frank's baby shrimps, and a steak.
A steak.
Put that in a doggy bag. I'll take it home with me. Say, listen, do you have clothing, too, or just food?
Ted, that's enough.
I'll call you back later. Boy, talk about fast service.
Who is it?
It's Mary.
Oh. Hello, kiddo. What brings you here? Unconditional surrender?
No, I need a file from Murr. How's it going?
Tell her, Murray.
We just finished.
You finished? Already?
What's the matter? Aren't you and Lou almost finished?
Almost, yes, nearly. Very, very nearly. In the home stretch.
Well, we're finished, and it's a doozy.
A sure winner.
Can't miss.
Isn't that great, Mary?
Great, yes. Great. Listen, Aunt Flo, I hope you weren't hurt by my choosing Mr. Grant. You weren't, were you?
Oh, honey, you had a tough choice to make. I know what it's like. One time, Albert Einstein and Cary Grant both asked me to spend the weekend with them, and I had to choose.
Albert Einstein and Cary Grant asked you to spend the weekend with them.
Right. Of course, I can't prove it. Einstein's dead, and Cary will probably deny the whole thing because I didn't choose him. Listen, how soon will that champagne be up?
They sent me any minute, Flo.
Ted?
Oh, hi, Mary. I didn't see you under there.
Ted, I've got a question for you, and you better have a pretty good answer. What did you come here for?
Shampoo.
Come on, Mary. Why don't you sit down and relax?
Oh, Murr, I can't. The network has had both versions for 2 days. I just wish they would hurry up and make a decision.
They did. I just got the phone call. We won, hands down, going away.
Oh, Mr. Grant, that's wonderful. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Lou.
Thanks, Murray. Sorry you had to be on a losing team.
Yeah, me too, Murray. Sorry you had to be on a losing team. Well, that's the way it goes. Some people win, some people lose. That's the way the cookie bounces.
Right, well, I've got work to do.
Oh, he'll get over it. After all, we can't all grab the brass ring. Today you're up, tomorrow you're down. Some get the prize, some get the blues. Matters not who won or lost.
Ted, why don't you go count your teeth? Before the number changes.
Grant, I'm so happy. Isn't that exciting?
Hi. Any word yet?
Aunt Flo, didn't you get a call?
Oh, well, it could be. I haven't been in my hotel all afternoon. What's happening?
Listen, Flo, I've been thinking, and I decided that it's stupid for us to compete. I mean, we started this thing together, and I think we should end it that way. So here's what I think we ought to do. Why don't we put both our names on the final version, whoever wins?
Oh, Mr. Grant.
Oh, baloney. How gullible do you think I am, sweetheart? You heard something, and I have a pretty good idea what you heard.
Listen,
You
Flo,
lost, didn't you? And you were not man enough to admit it. And now you want to crawl into the winner's circle? No dice, Grant. No dice.
Well, that's just the... Oh, Aunt Flo.
Mary, you should be a writer. You have a way with words.
You lost. Mr. Grant won, and he was trying to give you a graceful way out, which you were too conceited to accept. How do you like those words? Yeah. He just made a lovely, generous offer, and you sneered at it. You make me want to scream.
Is that true?
Yeah, I couldn't have put it better myself, except for the screaming part.
Well. Now, you have said enough, Toots. Believe me, it is not easy to be told off by Shirley Temple. Now, as a good niece, suppose you tell me what I can do to apologize.
Well, it's not going to do you any good to go in there now. Not after some of the things you said to him. Maybe a day or two, but right now, you go in there, you're just wasting your breath.
I never could resist a challenge. Congratulations. I guess the better man won.
Thanks.
Anything I can say to patch things up?
I don't think so.
Well, let me rephrase the question in the light of certain information I didn't give you the first time. In 1945, in France, General de Gaulle gave me a bottle of cognac, which was then over 100 years old. I brought it along. It's at the hotel. I was hoping we could use it to celebrate our partnership. I mean, back in the days when I thought we were going to have a partnership. It's still unopened.
I accept your apology.
How do I happen to find myself in a situation where you just beat the pants off me and I end up apologizing?
That's what you get for messing around with the big guy.
Funny, that's just what General de Gaulle said.
Well, I warned her not to go in there. Can you imagine the language that's flying around that office right now?
Oh, I wouldn't worry. I'm sure Lou's heard most of those words before.
You know, Mr. Grant, he's never going to forgive her.
Mary, if anybody wants me, I'll be in Flo's hotel room.
But we'd rather not be disturbed.
Right.
And Flo, could I just speak to you for...
I'll meet you at the elevator.
Oh, yeah, all right.
What is it, kiddo?
How did you,
Oh, listen, never mind about that now. Now, I want you to do a big favor for me.
Sure.
Call room service at the hotel and have them send up the dustiest bottle of cognac that they can find.
Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Anybody want to join me for lunch? I'm starved.
No, thanks, Ted.
Mary?
No, I brought my lunch too, Ted.
Yeah, that looks good.
Good.
What is that, chicken?
Yeah, chicken.
Looks like it's got sauce on it.
Barbecue sauce. I made it last night.
How many pieces you got there?
3 legs and a breast.
That must have been a funny-looking chicken. Really looks tasty.
It is.
You can eat all that yourself?
Ted, would you by any chance care
Yes,
for
that
some-
one. Thanks, Mary. That's the best chicken I ever tasted.
Say, Mary, the station's got these 2 tickets to the hockey game on Saturday night. Want to take one of your kids?
Thanks, Lou, but my girls don't care much for hockey.
I'll take them. Ted, you don't like hockey?
No, but I can sell them to someone who does.
How are the girls, Mur? I haven't seen them in, gee, months.
Oh, terrific. You know, Susie's going to be 6 next week, and Marie and I took her shopping. And I said, if she could choose anything in the whole world, what would she pick? She said a charge account.
Gee, it must be really nice to have 3 daughters.
Yeah, it sure is, Ted.
I mean, after sons, they're the next best thing.
Ted, my girls are the best thing, not the next best.
Hey, I've got nothing against girls. I think girls are great. You look at Mary. She used to be a girl.
Yeah, once upon a time.
You know, I was reading this article in the Police Gazette. It explains what makes a baby boy a girl. You see, our bodies are all filled with these little things called chromosomes. And when it comes time to make a baby, the mother always puts out a chromosome called X. But the father can put out either an X chromosome or a Y chromosome. I mean, if he puts out an X, it means it's a girl. If he puts out a Y, it's a boy. So you see, Mary, it's not your fault if you don't have any sons. You just haven't been able to come up with a Y when you needed one. And some guys are like that. They're short on Ys. On the other hand, you take a guy like me who's strong, rugged, and tough. I bet I got Ys coming out of my ears. I bet I'm lousy with Ys.
Or even without them.
Right.
You know, it's funny. When Marie and I first got married, we agreed we'd have 2 kids. And I just assumed one would be a girl and one would be a boy. Of course, when Bonnie and Ellen came, I was crazy about them both. But still, in the back of my mind, I couldn't help wondering what it would be like to have a son. I knew Marie didn't want any more kids, so... Well, what I did was one night I took her to this romantic place for dinner and dancing and a little champagne and kind of talked her into having another kid.
Your son, Susie.
Right. Not exactly what I planned, but, well, I wouldn't trade her for 10 sons. Still, every now and then, I feel it'd be kind of nice to have a little boy to buy toys for, or to take to the playground, or to teach how to read.
I don't see what your problem is, Murray. You can do all that with Ted.
You know, it's really dumb, isn't it? I mean, why does a guy think his life isn't complete until he reproduces a miniature version of himself? I mean, it's just dumb. Hello, Marie? Hey, listen, honey, let's go out to eat tonight. You get a sitter and,
Why not, Lou?
I'm sorry, Ted. My anchorman is not going to be a judge in a Miss Nude Minnesota contest. Come in.
Oh, sorry if you're busy. I'll come back later.
No. We're finished. What's on your mind?
Ted, this is sort of private.
It's all right. Anything you want to say to me, you can say in front of Lou. Sit down.
Look, I want to ask you guys a question.
Shoot.
Well, say a man wants to have a child and his wife doesn't. What do?
You want another kid?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I'd like to have a son. Is there anything wrong in wanting a son? My own flesh and blood to carry on my name?
Of course not. If people didn't have sons, we wouldn't be here discussing this problem right now. We'd be 3 chicks. Lulu, Muriel, and Veronica.
Ted, how'd you get Veronica?
Well, who wants a silly name like Theodora?
Anyway, Marie and I had a big fight about it last night. I mean, don't I have the right to have a child if I want to?
Well, yeah, sure, but Marie has her rights, too.
Hold it.
When a woman becomes a wife, she promises to love, honor, and obey. O-B-E-Y, obey. Now, that's a legal binding contract. And she just can't walk off the job anytime she wants to. And if she does, you can claim a violation of that contract and sue her for every penny she's got.
Look, I don't want Marie to obey me. I want her to want what I want.
Well, even if she doesn't want it, I think she should do it anyway. Hey, what's the big deal? And all you're doing is asking her to go to a hospital for a couple of hours and have a baby. As if you were asking for a year out of her life.
Lou, what do you think I should do?
Oh, look, Murray, you and Marie are both intelligent people. You've got a problem, you sit down and discuss it. You tell her how you feel, she tells you how she feels. And between the two of you, you figure out a solution.
Right. And if that doesn't work, slip something into her drink.
Shut up, Veronica.
Woman, want some coffee?
Great. Thanks for helping, Mary. If you hadn't been there, it would have taken 2 hours to decide between the blue dress and the green one.
Yeah, with me there, it only took 3.
It really is a good thing you came. If I'd been by myself, I probably would have picked the green dress.
Georgette, did you like the green dress better?
Well, I did until you said you liked the blue dress.
No, I didn't say that I liked the blue dress. Remember, I said I couldn't make up my mind, and then the sales lady said that she liked the blue dress, and then you agreed with her, and then I said I liked the blue dress because I thought you liked it.
You mean you didn't like the blue dress either?
No, it was the sales lady who said she liked the blue.
Oh, well, as long as one of us likes it.
Marie, what a nice
Hi, Mary.
surprise. Oh, I don't think you know Georgette Franklin, Marie Slaughter, Murray's wife.
Hi, Georgette.
Want some coffee?
Oh, yes, I love it. Oh, I feel as if I know you so well. Murray's told me all about you. Ted's told me about you, too. Oh, really? What'd he say? Not much. Just that you have blonde hair, that you're very nice, and you don't want to get pregnant.
There aren't many secrets in that office, are there?
Gee, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was a secret. Please forget I told you. That's all right, Georgette. Actually, Mary, that's what I came over to talk to you about. I really do need your advice.
Yeah, sure. What can I do?
Did something happen in the office yesterday?
What do you mean?
Well, when Murray came home last night after work, he made it sound as if our marriage depended on my having another baby.
Oh, that's what that session in Mr. Grant's office was all about.
Well, Mary just thinking about what he wants. What about me? Finally, our youngest is in kindergarten this year. And for the first time in 18 years, I have a little time to myself. 2.5 hours after breakfast. And Murray wants me to fill it with morning sickness. What would you do if you were me?
I'd cry.
Well, aside from all that, I just don't think it's right, what with all the overpopulation and famine in the world. Mary, do you think that it's wrong that I don't want to have another baby? I really would like an answer. Do you think that I'm wrong?
Oh, no, Marie. No, of course, I don't think that you're wrong. You know, on the other hand, it's hard to say that Murray's wrong, too. I mean, you know, I can understand your point of view completely. You know, there is no argument there, not at all. Still, I understand how Murray feels, too. And I'm not saying that I agree with him, you know, just that I understand how he feels. Of course, just as I understand how you feel. And on the other hand, it's... Marie, I don't know what to tell you to do.
I bet that sales lady would know what to do.
Morning.
Morning.
Mr. Grant, I have something to say, so I might as well just say it and get it out of the way.
Okay.
I don't know what you said to Murray in there on Friday, but I think you should know that on Saturday, Marie came over to my house and she was very upset.
Hey, all I told Murray was that this whole business of having a kid or not was something they had to work out between them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm so glad to hear that because that's just what I told Marie. I mean, I feel very strongly that you and I and everyone else should just stay out of it, not get involved.
That's why I told Murray what I told him. I didn't want to take sides, even though, as it happens, I think Murray's got a good case.
A good case?
Sure. Man doesn't feel complete till he has a son.
Oh, come on, Mr. Grant. You've got 3 daughters. Do you ever seriously wish they were sons?
Yeah, when they stayed out till 2 in the morning.
I just don't think it's fair to ask Marie to have a baby if she doesn't want one. Sometimes I think men have no idea what's involved in caring for a baby, the amount of time that's involved, the total commitment.
Hey, why are you telling me? I've got 3 kids. You don't have any.
Well, you don't have to be a chicken to recognize an egg.
Well, you do if you want to lay one. Anyway, don't tell me about raising kids. I've done my share. I don't know how many times I had to get up at 4 in the morning to tell Edie the baby was crying. And I walked them plenty of times myself, too.
Mr. Grant, the point is that when Murray and Marie got married, they agreed they were only going to have 2 children.
Right, a girl and a boy. Marie didn't live up to her end of the bargain.
It's all a big joke to you, isn't it? Well, a woman doesn't have to have a baby if she doesn't want to.
Well, I say a man's entitled to have a baby if he wants to.
Well, Mr. Grant, on behalf of women everywhere, let me say we'd sure like to be there when he has it.
She's got you there, Lou.
Hey, you two still fighting about Murray's having a kid?
No, Ted, we're not fighting about Murray's having a kid. We are both staying out of this. We are both neutral, right, Mary?
Right.
Morning, everyone.
Morning. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah.
You and Marie talk things over?
Yeah, it's all settled. I'm moving into a hotel tonight.
You're not going to a hotel, I won't hear it, but you're going to spend the night with me.
It'll be terrific.
You don't want to be alone.
Thanks, Ted. That's very nice of you.
Yeah, we'll have a great time. They're having a masquerade party in the recreation room tonight. And you can come as anybody you like. Except Batman and Robin, because that's me and Georgette. Wait till you see my Robin costume. Say, Mur, what's a guy like you doing with a bottle of wild whipped cream oil?
How's a guy like me going to use it up? Yeah, I really appreciate you letting me stay over tonight, Ted.
Yeah, no trouble. Got an extra bed.
Hey, why do you have twin beds?
Well, you never know when a chick might want to stay over.
Think you get my drift?
I know you don't feel much like laughing tonight, do you, old buddy? Well, I know what it feels like when you've lived with someone a long time and get really close to them and suddenly they're not there anymore. I remember years ago I had this hamster, Louise. One day I came home. The cage was tipped over and she was gone. Oh, I know. It's not the same thing as a wife. For those first few days, I thought I'd go out of my mind. You know how I got over it? I went right out and got another hamster. You see what I'm getting at, Murray?
No. What's your point, Ted?
I think you ought to go out and get a hamster.
Anyway, it's not like I left Marie for good. I mean, I just thought we should have a little cooling down period, a little time to think things over. In fact, I'm going to call her right now.
Murray, I know it's your life and I don't want to get involved, but I think you're an idiot if you call Marie. I mean, don't you see it? You're both engaged in a battle of wills. You want a baby and she doesn't. The only question is who's going to give in first. And remember, you're the man. You're the strong one. All you gotta do is hold your ground. Stay away from her. Sooner or later, Marie will give in and have that kid. Then you can go home.
I don't know, Ted. She feels pretty strongly about this. I mean, like she said, it's her body.
Well, sure it is, but that doesn't mean you can't borrow it for a little while.
No, it's not just that. I mean, she really thinks there are too many people in the world.
No, that's ridiculous. I went to the movies the other night to see The Great Gatsby. There couldn't be more than 6 people in the whole theater.
She's got a point, Ted. Overpopulation is a real problem.
Sure, overpopulation is a problem. That's why people should have lots of babies. Because one day, one of those babies is going to grow up and solve that problem.
Maybe I won't call Marie tonight.
That's the spirit, Murray. Hey, and don't worry. We'll get you a son yet. Well, it's time to hit the deck. Good night, Murray.
Good night, Ted.
I hope and pray.
What was that?
Nothing.
Ted, were you praying?
Well, a little. It's a habit I got into when I was a kid.
What were you praying for?
You wouldn't be interested.
No, Ted, come on. I would be. What?
Well, that everything will work out between you and Marie. And that...
Now what, Ted?
And that Mary will bring some more barbecue chicken for lunch tomorrow.
That had to be one of the worst restaurants you and I have ever gone to.
Well, there was one advantage. We got home early.
True. I'll be right back. You want to try to remember where we were?
Mary, you gotta help me.
Could I help you tomorrow, Murr?
Hi, Andy. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
I'll always wonder.
Well, look, I won't be any bother. I'll just sit up here. You see, Andy, my wife and I had a big argument, and I don't have any place to go.
Murr, I thought you were staying with Ted.
Yeah, that was last night. I'm not going to go through that again. He woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning and asked, do you want to have a pillow fight?
Murr, what's on your mind?
Well,
Hey, maybe I better go.
No, Andy, don't
No,
go.
it would help if you did.
Murray.
Hey, Mary. It's all right. Listen, I'll talk to you tomorrow, huh?
Hey, look, I'm really sorry about this. Why don't you two go out tomorrow night?
Well, I can't. I'm busy.
How about the night after?
I play poker.
What about Friday? It's a date.
Good night.
All right, what is it?
Oh, Mary, I want to talk to you about this son thing.
Oh, Murray, not the sun thing again. Murray, you are one of the dearest people I know, but honestly, the last couple of days you have been acting like a jerk.
Mary, don't you understand? There's something inside of me that wants a touch of immortality. I want the world to know that Mary Slaughter was here. Don't you see? I want to leave a little piece of myself behind.
Why don't you pickle a kidney? Look, I can understand you're wanting a son, but what I can't understand is what you're putting Marie and the girls through because of it.
No, neither can I. I guess it was something that Ted said that made me realize I was wrong.
What'd he say?
He said I was right.
Well, Marie, if you realize you're wrong, why don't you tell Marie?
Because I've gone too far already. After all this, how can I just pick up the phone and tell her I was wrong?
Murray, you told me. Go on, call her.
Okay.
Go.
Hello, honey? It's me. Listen, I'm coming home. And I have a terrific idea. Let's have our favorite dinner. With some ice cream for dessert? Okay. With chocolate sauce.
Didn't I tell you?
Yeah. Now, would you put your mommy on, please?
Where's my lunch?
He'll be here any minute.
Murray's not in yet. It's 1 o'clock.
No, he called a few minutes ago. He said he had a meeting at his lawyer's.
She's not having trouble with Marie again.
Oh, no, I don't think so. I had dinner at their house a couple of nights ago. They seemed perfectly happy.
I hope you're right. What are you eating?
Chicken?
Thank you.
Say, Mary, is that,
Yes, Ted.
Gee, thanks. Gee, I hope Murray's marriage works out as much as you do. But I still say Murray never should have come crawling back to her.
Ted, don't talk with your mouth full.
And your brain empty?
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Everybody, I got a terrific announcement. Marie and I are going to have a son.
Murray, that's wonderful.
Oh, thanks, Mary.
That's good news.
Thank you, Lou.
Good news. You took my advice and slipped her a Mickey, huh?
Now you don't understand. That night I went back to Marie, we talked it over, and decided to adopt.
Oh, Murray, what a great idea.
Yeah.
But doesn't it take a long time to adopt?
Well, usually, but that's the great thing, Lou. See, there's this 90-year-old boy from Vietnam. A couple in St. Paul arranged to bring him over here, but they broke up, and he's available, and, well, my lawyer just worked out all the details.
What's he like? Have you seen him?
Not yet, no. Marie picked him up this morning while I was with the lawyer, but she's going to bring him over here, and I'm really excited.
Oh,
Gee, I think that's really great, Murray. You know, that reminds me of a story I once heard. This little boy got lost in the forest, and this pack of wolves found him and took him back to the den. And the wolves, they fed him and cared for him and raised him just like he was one of their own.
Gee, must have come as quite a surprise when they finally told him he was adopted.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'd like for you to meet Lee Chin.
Hello, Li Chin. I'm Murray Slaughter. I'm her husband.
Hello.
Hello. Well, I'd like to introduce you around. This is Mary Richards.
Hello.
Hello.
This is Mr. Grant.
How you doing, kid?
Hello.
This is Ted Baxter.
Hello, young man. Gee, Murray, he looks just like you.
Terrific kid, isn't he?
Oh, he's beautiful.
He wants me to take him to the bathroom. Hey, you know, it's really funny. When I used to think about having a boy, I always pictured myself taking him to the ball game or taking him to the circus. Well, I guess this is what it's really like having a boy. Taking him to the bathroom.
That's a lovely story, but don't you think you ought to...
Come on, Lee Chin. Hiya, Phil.
Corned beef fry?
Yeah.
Orange soda.
Hey, Phil, I'm sorry. What's your last name again?
Kramer.
Oh, yeah, Phil Kramer. I'd like to have you meet my son.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, come on. We gotta get... Terrific. Hey, that's wonderful. Look what he typed.
Zerg Turgen, my friend.
He types the way Ted breathes.
Hey, are you guys ready to go to lunch?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, hold it. I got a little trick here I want to show Lee Chin. Abracadabra, alakazam. Look at that. I pulled a quarter right out of your ear. Lee Chin, my quarter.
My ear.
Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Good morning, Murr.
Oh, hi. And to brighten your day, I've just placed on your desk 2 humorous fillers, one of which will be loused up by Ted on the 6 o'clock news.
Oh, thank you, Murray. They're my favorite part. Uh-huh. We'll use this one.
What's the matter with that one?
I don't know, Murray. I just don't believe it. I mean, in the first place, how would you get an elephant into an elevator? And in the second place, I just don't believe a real nun would carry a whip.
Hi, Mary.
Morning.
Murray, what do you like on Sunday? The Rams or Denver?
What's the point spread?
Well, my bookie's got the Rams a 14-point favorite. I think I'll put $50 on the Rams.
Well, Mr. Grant, if you only want to bet $50, I'll bet with you.
Mary, when I say $50, I don't mean 50 cents. That's just betting slang. You see, with real gamblers, $1 means $100. A nickel is 500, and a dime is 1,000. You understand?
Not only do I understand, Mr. Grant, I think it's adorable.
Anyway, what do you think about the Rams?
Well, that's a lot of points, but they really played great in the preseason games.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Hey, football chatter, huh? I love it when you guys do this.
Now, what about Washington and the Giants?
Can I play too?
What?
Please, haven't you noticed we've been hanging around the newsroom every time you guys talk about this stuff?
You noticed him?
No. I've trained myself not to see him.
Well, I've been waiting for you to say, come on, Ted, talk football with us.
Ted, is there something else you can do?
Yeah, that's just the point. Nobody seems to care. I have nothing to do. Never have anything to do. I'm in here at 9 o'clock, punctual as a church mouse.
Quiet as a church mouse.
Well, I'm not noisy either.
Ted, I'm figuring out how to bet real money. I gotta concentrate.
Please, let me be part of this.
Ted!
All right, Lou, even if you won't let me, I just want you to know I'm grateful for the few minutes you've already given me. Thanks, Lou. Thanks, Murray. Now I'll go stare at my wall.
All right, you can stay. So I go with Washington, but I gotta give 16 points.
Gotta give 16 points. What does it mean to give 16 points?
Excuse me, Lou. I think I'll go stare at Ted's wall.
Murray. Oh, Lou, let him go. You'll see. I'm much better to play football betting with.
Just tell me, what does it mean to give 16 points?
You wouldn't understand, Ted.
Why wouldn't I understand, Lou? Because I'm too dumb. Is that what you think?
Yes.
Well, you're wrong, Lou. People have been making that mistake about me all my life, even as a kid. The other kids wouldn't let me play games with them because they think I wouldn't understand the rules.
So they wouldn't let me play Monopoly with them or chess or hide-and-go-seek? Well, I'm tired of people thinking I'm dumb. I'm not dumb. I know how to play hide-and-go-seek. I know how to play chess, too, except for those pieces that look like horses. I'm not dumb, and I don't like people treating me like I am.
All right, I'll explain it to you. All right. Now, this is the betting line I get from my bookie every week.
Go slow. I want to understand this.
Yeah. It tells you what team is favored and by how many points. Now, in the Washington Giants game, Washington is favored by 16 points.
Uh-huh.
All right, so say you bet Washington. That means if Washington wins by more than 16 points, you win.
Aha.
But if they win by less than 16 points, you lose.
Aha, aha.
You understand?
No.
Yeah.
Here's the lead story you wanted to see.
Oh, thanks.
You didn't have a good day yesterday, did you?
I lost all 3 games. I never should have bet Washington. A little voice in the back of my head kept saying, don't bet Washington, don't bet Washington.
So why did you bet Washington?
Because a voice in front of my head said, dummy, you gonna listen to a voice in your head?
Yeah, we had an unlucky day, didn't we?
What do you mean, we?
No, you know how I love to gamble, but since I promised Marie I wouldn't, I get my kicks watching you. I mean, when you win, I'm happy. And when you lose, I'm twice as happy because it wasn't me.
Hi, Lou. Lost $150 yesterday, didn't you?
Yes, Ted. Murray, who do you like next Sunday, Denver or Pittsburgh?
Well, I won $180.
You want $180 on football?
That's right. Bet 6 games at $90 a game, won 4, lost 2. See, here are my bets.
You bet all these teams?
Of course. See, once you explained that point thing to me, I got to thinking. They're all professional teams, right? I mean, anything can happen in football, so I invented this system. I bet the underdog in every game the bookie gave 11 points or more.
Very scientific system.
Well, why did you pick 11?
It's my lucky number.
You're telling us that you actually gambled all that money yesterday?
That's right.
Who'd you bet with?
Myself?
Yourself.
Sure, I just put it on paper.
Well, Ted, if you were just making imaginary bets, how come you only bet $90? Why didn't you bet 100?
Oh, I'd have been too nervous to enjoy the game.
Mary, could you come in here for a minute?
That's a great idea, Ted betting with himself. And if he doesn't pay, he can hire someone to beat himself up.
Yes, Mr. Grant.
Look, Mary, could you do a personal favor for me and cash this check for me at the bank? I kind of took a beating in the football games yesterday, and I got to pay the guy this afternoon.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Mr. Grant, you know, I'm kind of curious about something.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you gamble?
What do you mean?
Well, look, I'm not going to say the obvious things that people always say, you know, about how only suckers gamble. How you can't possibly win because the odds are stacked against you. How gambling is really another form of addiction. Because I'm sure an intelligent person like you must have a very good and compelling reason to do it. And I'm sure that once I hear it, I'll say to myself, well, you silly goose, why didn't you think of that yourself?
Look, Mary, if you don't want to go to the bank for me, just say so.
No, I didn't say that. I just wondered why you gamble. You know, I just really like to know.
All right. You want to know why I gamble? I'll tell you. Because it's fun. Look, I can get anybody to go to the bank for me.
No, Mr. Grant, I didn't say I wouldn't go. I just wondered why you put yourself through this agony week after week.
Because I'm having a good time.
Touchdown! Another great day for the system. 1-6 lost 2. That means after 5 weeks of betting, Ted Baxter has won $2,200.
Ted, it's not real money.
Well, it's still better than nothing.
I wonder how Lou made out yesterday.
Hi, Lou.
All right, Ted. Let's get something straight. I don't want to hear about the system. I don't want to hear how much the system bet. I don't want to hear how much the system won. In fact, I don't want to hear anything at all about you and your dumb paper bets. Is that clear?
Sure, Lou. Anything you say. Lou doesn't want to hear that the system's ahead $2,200. That's okay with me.
Listen, Ted. If you're so sure of this dumb system of yours, why don't you put some real money on it?
Well, it so happens I've been thinking of betting some real money.
You're going to bet some real money?
That's all right. I just may do so this week.
Okay, Ted, I'm going to call my bookie right now. And if he's open for business... Hello, Al? Lou Grant. Yeah, Listen, I got a friend of mine here, and he'd like a little action. Yeah, his name is Ted Baxter. And here he is.
Hello, Al. Can you talk?
Hey, are you really a bookie?
Gee, I never talked to a real crook before.
Lou, he wants to talk to you again.
Yeah? No, it's not a joke.
Oh, again, it's me again, Al. Listen, you got the line in front of you? Well, I want you to do me a favor. How many games are there with an 11-point spread? 7 games, huh? No, I don't have to know who's playing. Listen, here's what you can do for me. I want to bet $1 on the underdog of each of those games. Right? Okay. Hey, nice doing business with you, Al. You satisfied?
Yeah, Ted, I'm satisfied.
Okay, Fred.
Ted, wasn't that an awful lot of money to bet?
Oh, sure, but what the heck? I can afford to risk $7.
Oh, wait, Ted. There's something I think you don't know. See, as Mr. Grant explained it to me, bookies have their own kind of language, you know, and when you say you want to bet a nickel, that means $500. When you say you want to bet a dime, that means $1,000, and when you say $1, that's...
$10,000!
$1 means $100.
Oh. 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 Oh, boy, is that a relief. Oh, thanks, Mary. I bet $700!
Thanks.
Can you believe it? Ted made $500 on that dumb system of his. He won 6 out of 7 of his bets yesterday.
6 out of 7 bets.
Yeah.
What did he say about the one he lost?
He took it very well. He just looked up to heaven and said, that's okay. Nobody's perfect.
Mr. Grant, have you gone over the budget the station manager was supposed to have it Friday?
Soon, Mary, soon.
Yeah, well, that's what you said a couple of hours ago.
Well, now I'm confirming it.
Hey, look, guys. I just went Al the bookie in that bar you sent me to. He paid me off in $100 bills. He calls them Benjis. Get it? For Benjamin Franklin? 5 new crisp Benjis.
I've already made my bets for next week. What are you going to do, Lou?
I don't know, Ted.
Come in with me, Lou. We'll be partners in the system.
Ted, will you leave me alone?
You're prejudiced, Lou. You know what? That's what you are. I mean, if Murray thought of the system, or Mary thought of the system, or Malcolm Greblev thought of the system, you'd be thrilled to go in on it.
Malcolm Glebler, who's that?
A total stranger.
Mr. Grant, I just ran into the station manager, and he really wants that budget.
Yeah, Mary, I'm busy.
Hey, Lou, look, why don't you go in with Ted for 1 week? I mean, what do you got to lose?
Come on, Lou.
Well, I guess I can't do any worse than I've been doing. All right, Ted.
Great. You won't regret it.
Yeah.
Here are the system's bets for next week.
Mr. Grant, the teletype machine...
Mary, I'm busy. All right, Ted, bet whatever you want. I'm in for half.
Okay.
Mr. Grant, come into your office. Sit down, please.
This better be important.
Do you know you're a wizard?
Was that it?
I mean it, really. Only a wizard could make me feel that I am intruding because I want to discuss news in the newsroom.
No, Mary, you're not intruding at all.
Mr. Grant, these bets are becoming an obsession with you. And I realize it's none of my business, except that it's getting really hard to get any work done around here.
Are you jingling?
What?
Are you wearing bells on any part of your body?
I have them on my belt. And that's all I am going to discuss about it, Mr. Grant, because that's a tactic of yours to try to change the subject and make me feel awkward about something ridiculous.
Like bells, Mary?
Mr. Grant.
I apologize.
Look, I don't think
You're
that...
absolutely right in everything you said or will say. Now, is there anything you'd like to add to that?
Mr. Grant, I came in here to have a serious discussion.
Mary, I've already made your point for you. You don't want to belabor this, do you? I'm wrong.
Okay. I accept your apology. We all accept your apology.
We all?
Dancer, Prancer, all the gang.
All right, let's add $15 a week more for the remote crew. Yeah.
Hey, Lou. I picked up this week's winnings.
I'll put it in the system's bank account this afternoon. 2 Benjis, 1 Ulysses, 3 Alexanders, and 4 ABs. That's Lincoln.
Oh.
Thanks, Ted.
Isn't it wonderful? I'm not only making money, but I'm learning a lot about American history.
Oh, by the way, Lou, I got the betting line in the playoffs. Looks like the system won't be able to make any more bets from here on in. There won't be any more spreads with over 11 points.
But we'll do it again next year. It's such a wonderful thing we're doing.
Ted, don't make it sound so noble.
Well, it is noble, Mary. Do you know who's behind gambling? Organized crime. That's who.
And that makes it noble?
Of course. If I keep on making this kind of money, I'll bring the syndicate to its knees. As long as we do something to stop crime in this country, I'm going to keep on betting and winning. As long as there's a breath of life left in it.
My bookie's not part of any mob. He's a men's room attendant. When he loses, he just cuts down on supplies. So all Ted's doing is just driving a lot of men out into the streets with wet hands.
Anything wrong?
Anything wrong? I'm not sure.
If you're not sure, there's probably something wrong.
I don't know. Suddenly I just feel a little depressed. You want to go to lunch with me?
Sure. Wait a minute. I know it'll cheer you up. It is such a gorgeous day outside. I mean, it's really nippy. What do you say, instead of going to some stuffy restaurant, you and I go over to the rink, rent a couple of skates, and skate the lunch hour away?
I've never done that on my lunch hour. And I never will.
The stuffy...
Right. I hope you don't mind my taking you here instead of skating.
No.
Look, if you want some exercise, they got some pinball machines over there.
Hey, Mr. Grant, are you aware that you were pretty unhappy when you were losing money, and now that you're winning money with Ted's system, you're still pretty unhappy?
Right, and I'm not quite sure why.
Let me tell you a little story. Maybe it's a good analogy. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it'll make you feel better. Maybe it won't. Maybe I'll tell it well.
Mary.
When I was in high school, I used to love to go to the football games. You know, I'd sit up in the stands and I'd cheer old Roseburg High on. And then the next year...
You started betting and you lost your shirt?
No. I became a pom-pom girl.
Why you stop?
Well, I just thought you might want to make a sarcastic remark about my having been a pom-pom girl.
No, Mary. I'm surprised when your stories aren't about you being a pom-pom girl.
Okay, now I can go on. Well, the thing is, Mr. Grant, I used to get out there on the field with these two big yellow pom-poms.
Hey, wait. I have a question. Do you call one pom-pom a pom and the two of them pom-poms?
No, one is a pom-pom.
Then why aren't the two of them called pom-pom-pom-poms?
Well, now, of course, the whole point of my story is going to be lost.
Go ahead.
Okay, the point is, these were very regimented routines.
Mm-hmm.
And I found that my cheering became mechanical, you know, because it was controlled by somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
All the fun went out of it for me.
Mary, you spent a good part of our lunch hour warning me against ever becoming a pom-pom girl.
Mr. Grant, the thing is that even though Ted is winning money for you, you're not having the fun of doing it yourself.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I got to think about that.
Good.
Yeah.
Listen, I got to get back to the office. I have to make up tonight's lineup.
All right, you go ahead. I want to talk to a guy here. Hey, Al. Wait a minute. You got dessert coming.
What do they have?
You got a choice, ice cream or a cigar.
Pass.
All right,
Hiya, Lou.
sit down.
Say, Lou, could you do me a favor?
What?
From now on, could you pick up your winnings instead of that guy Baxter? Every time I pay him off, he giggles. I don't like losing to a guy who giggles and then says to me, the weed of crime bears bitter fruit.
Al, he thinks you're a part of the mob.
What's that about the mob, Lou? I'm not in the mob. I'm in the John. So what are you doing with all that money you're winning?
Well, at this moment, it's in the bank.
Gee, with the state the economy is in, you're taking a big gamble.
Beautiful spiral being held up by the wind. Fair catch, Jones at his own 39. And there's the 2-minute warning.
There's a 2-minute warning. Looks like that's the ball game, Lou.
What are you talking about? They're only 12 points behind. They still got a chance. Anything can happen.
Well, I agree with Andy. I think the game's over.
Thanks for inviting us over, Mary. It was a wonderful brunch.
Oh, thank you.
I couldn't have enjoyed the football game more if I'd understood it. I'll just get ready, Teddy. He hates it when I rhyme something with his name. Sometimes I say, steady, Teddy. Or how's your cousin Eddie, Teddy? But the one he hates most is, have some spaghetti, Teddy.
She only does that because she knows I can't get back at her.
I mean, nothing rhymes with Georgette.
You bet.
Lou, if you didn't bet on the game, what are you so nervous about?
I bet it. Come on, Pittsburgh!
You bet a lot?
Everything. $2,000. I took all the money Ted and I made this year and bet it.
Well, Ted sure is taking it calmly.
I'll say.
Ted doesn't know.
Mr. Grant, that's terrible. You bet his money without asking him?
I had to, Mary. I had to prove to myself that I was as good as Ted's sister. And it's going to be okay, just as long as Pittsburgh scores 12 points in the next 26 seconds.
Well, yeah, that's easy enough. That's less than a point every 2 seconds. Come on, Pittsburgh! Come on, kill him!
Hey, Mary, relax. It's only a football game.
Shut up, Ted! Come on, Pittsburgh! Which one is Pittsburgh?
They're the ones who just congratulated the winners.
Hey, so what, Lou? I mean, what does it matter whether they won or lost as long as we didn't bet the game?
Ted, I'm going to tell you something.
No, not in my house. No, I had nothing to do with this, and you're going to tell him this thing in my house?
Why don't you take him out on the balcony and tell him?
No, I can just tell him here. Mary, sit down. Ted.
Yeah, Lou?
That $2,000 we made on football this year, I bet it all on the Super Bowl and we lost, and it's as simple as that.
Murray's right. Maybe it's better you break it to me on the balcony.
Excuse us.
How long do you think you'll stay out there, Georgette?
You have to understand, sometimes a man just needs to be alone.
With Ted, very often it's not his choice.
I told him I'd find a way to pay him back, but I don't think he's hearing too well right now.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I cannot bear to see that man standing out there alone like that.
Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Rory, I said 7:30. It isn't even 7:30. That can't be one of the guests, can it?
Well, not unless it's somebody who can't tell time.
Happy 20th anniversary.
Ted, we said 7:30.
I know it, and it is 7:30 now. Hi, Murray.
Ted,
Hey, I'm not the first one to arrive, am I?
Of course you're the first one to arrive,
I can't
Ted.
stay then. I don't like being the first one at a party.
Don't feel bad, Ted. We were hoping people would arrive early, really. Will you excuse me while I put my dress on?
No, you want a drink, Ted?
Okay.
Where's Georgette?
What makes you think I have to bring Georgette?
We swinging singles aren't tied down to one person. That's the difference between us. You married guys are stuck with the same meal every night.
But to me, dating is a smorgasbord.
My problem is deciding who to bring.
Little pickled herring, little lobster Newburg, little sweet and sour pork.
Or maybe just some good old American spaghetti.
That goes with a meatball. Well, if you had your choice of so many, Ted, what are you doing here alone?
Georgette's out of town.
Oh, hey, Ted, be the first to see this. Marie gave it to me. What do you think? It's a digital watch.
Hey, how do they do that?
Well, it operates on the same principle as those clocks, outside banks.
Does it give the temperature, too?
Only if you stick it under your tongue. Hey, look what I got Marie.
Oh, looks like an engagement ring.
You know what it is? See, when we got engaged, I was making $38 a week. And she wanted a ring, but she understood. And now, 20 years later, with my salary almost doubled, I can afford one.
That's dumb.
What's dumb about it?
She married you without it. It's like buying a hunting license after you've already bagged the moose. Hey, listen, Murray, I've got to get out of here now and come back later. I don't want people to think I'm the first to arrive. I mean, they might get the crazy idea that I've got nothing better to do.
Sorry, I'm late to my own party.
Well, that's okay, honey. Ted was just leaving.
Had a wonderful time.
You're leaving?
Just for a little while. I'm going to stay in the car, wait till more people arrive, and then I'll make my entrance. No one will be the wiser.
Least of all, Ted.
Happy anniversary. Oh, Hilda. Oh, you weren't supposed to bring presents. I wrote on the invitation, no presents.
Oh, everybody always says that. But you know everybody brings presents anyway. Where's Murray?
Over there.
Oh, hi, Marie. Happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Marie, I feel terrible. I didn't bring you a present.
I didn't want you to bring a present. I told everybody not to bring a present.
Yeah, well, then what's that?
Well, you know Hilda. She always brings presents, but nobody else is.
Oh.
Hiya, Mary.
Hi, Murray.
Hey, thanks for the gift. I'll put it in the bedroom with all the others.
Let me take your coat.
Thank you. Hi, Mr. Grant.
Oh, hi, Mary.
Did you bring a present?
Well, sure.
But, Mr. Grant, you weren't supposed to. It said on the invitation, no presents, please.
Oh, you don't believe those things, do you? You go into a subway, you see a sign that says no spitting. That doesn't mean you don't spit if you have to.
Well, looks like a nice party anyway.
My Uncle Fred died at a party like this. Well, not exactly like this. It was a costume party. He went as Sir Galahad and choked on a wiener.
That's one of the things I like about you, Mr. Grant. Never at a loss for small talk.
Oh, excuse me, Mary. Could you help me with something in the kitchen?
Oh, yes.
Ellen, honey, would you get the door? Sure.
Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late, but you know what a busy schedule I've got.
I didn't know Ted was coming to your anniversary party.
No marriage is perfect.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ted.
Happy 20th anniversary, Murray.
Thank you very much.
First 20 years are the hardest, you know. Right, Lou? I guess maybe you're the wrong guy to ask about that, aren't you? Well, come to think of it, your first 20 years were fine. It was the second 20 that went, but your first 20 were.
Ted, have a wiener.
Thanks, Lou.
I see you're alone tonight, Ted.
Well, I could have plenty of days if I wanted. Believe me, plenty. Just that this party was such short notice. Chicks need time to prepare.
Oh, sure, Ted.
Right, Ted.
Well, they do. To wash their hair, for one thing. Several of the ones I called tonight were doing that.
Hi, Ted.
Hi, Mary. I could have had a date, you know.
Hi, Ted. champagne?
Oh, great party, Marie. I could have brought a date, you know.
Would you like one, Mr. Baxter?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Bunny. Looks like great chicken.
You're welcome, Mr. Baxter, but the chicken is shrimp and I'm Ellen.
Right. I'm gonna have all the dates I wanted.
Everybody, I'd like to propose a toast to the happiest marriage I know and the nicest couple. Marie and Murray.
Yeah. Speech.
Come on, let's hear some words from you.
Oh, I can't make a speech,
Well, try.
but I will give an endorsement.
All right.
I got this guy in 1955, and he's still as good as ever. I don't think they make them like that anymore.
Well, that's not a bad speech.
Okay, Murray, your turn. You've had 20 years to prepare something.
Oh.
Yeah, come on, Murray, what you write?
I'd like to make a little confession. It's something I've never told anybody before, but I'd like to say it now. I'm bald. No, I wake up in the morning, I look in the mirror, and I say, Murray, you're bald. And sometimes, when the problems of the day mount up, I feel like I'm getting balder by the hour. But then when I come home, Marie gives me a kiss and a smile, and suddenly I'm Cary Grant. I'm bald, but Cary Grant. Anyway, what I want to say is that maybe someday somebody will find a better way to grow hair, but nobody will ever find a better woman.
All right.
Hey, everybody, I'd like to say something, too. I gotta have a lot of dates tonight.
Yeah.
Say, Lou, I want to apologize for being so late to work this morning.
Oh, forget it. That was a terrific party you gave.
Must have been. Going by the way I feel, it must have been one of the great parties of the decade.
A little hungover, huh?
It's nothing serious. It's just that every time the bell on my typewriter rings, I scream.
Sit down. I'm great at fixing hangovers. Does your head hurt?
Only when I breathe.
All right, lean forward and relax.
I can't. My tongue will fall out.
Oh. Now, all of these nerves are connected. We learned about this in the service.
What were they teaching you, first aid?
Actually, it was how to kill a sentry before he can yell, Achtung.
Hi, guys.
Hiya, Ted.
Lou, you got a moment? I'd like to ask you a little question.
Shoot.
What is life?
Life?
Yeah, what does it all mean? What are we all doing here? I mean, what's it all about? What are we all here for?
Ed, we're all here for a purpose. My purpose is to produce the news. Murray's purpose is to write the news. And your purpose... Ted, I don't know what we're here for.
I'm serious, Lou. Last night after I left Murray's party, I took a long, hard look at myself. And I couldn't fall asleep.
Yeah, I have trouble sleeping with an upset stomach, too.
You don't know how I felt, Murray. Seeing you surrounded by your wife and your family. By all that love. Last night when I went home, I just lay in bed and re-examined my whole life. And finally, when I went to sleep, I had this terrible dream. I dreamt I was an old man, all wrinkled and shriveled, sitting alone on this park bench. And then this guy walked up to me, and he looked kind of familiar. And he just stood there, looking at me. Finally, I said, "Who are you?" And he said, "I am the son you never had." And then this woman appeared. And I said, "Who are you?" And she said, "I'm the daughter you never had." And
Then about 20 kids appeared. And I said, who are you? And they said, we're the children of the children you never had. Then a bunch of dogs and cats appeared. And I said, who are you? And they said, we're the pets of the children you never had. And then a bunch of guys in white coats came up. And I said, who are you? And they said, we're the veterinarians of the pets of the children of the children.
Just skip to the finish of the dream. Tell us how it ended.
Oh, like all my dreams end. With Marlowe Thomas and Winston Churchill applauding me.
The general concluded by saying that the threat of a nuclear war is greater now than at any time in the past 30 years. Now I'd like to get serious for a moment. I guess you all know yours truly has been this town's most eligible bachelor for a long time. Well, tonight those days are over, my friends.
What?
Did you know anything about this?
What, that his days were over?
There's a little lady out there. She knows who she is, and I hope she's listening, because this is Ted Baxter saying, will you marry me? And now the weather, my darling.
Thank you very much for calling. Goodbye.
What's the score so far?
Well, 12 thought it didn't belong in a newscast. 7 did. And 4 women say, yes, they know who they are, and they accept.
Thank you, Ted. That was a lovely lunch.
Nothing's too good for the future, Mrs. Baxter.
Oh, Georgette, congratulations. Ah, wait, no. You're not supposed to congratulate the woman.
Why not?
I don't know. It's considered inappropriate.
Especially in this case.
What do you think of this big, impetuous lug? Popping the question right between a nuclear war and a flea collar commercial. Sure made me jump. And then my phone started to ring. It was my mother. She'd seen it, too.
Oh, what'd she say?
She got very excited. And I said, Mother, I know how you feel, but it's my life to throw away if I want to. Impetuous love.
Have you set a date?
I'll leave that up to Ted.
Right. Once Baxter makes his mind up, events move forward with blinding speed.
Listen, I've got some top-level arrangements to take care of, okay?
All right. Bye, Mary. Bye, Mary. Bye, honey. Big impetuous love.
I'll call you tomorrow, honey.
I don't want to get married. I don't want to get married.
Ted, you're just suffering the normal reaction of a man.
I don't want to get married.
Of a man who suddenly finds that...
I don't want to get married.
That he doesn't want to get married. Ted, listen to me. You just got cold feet, that's all. From what I hear, it happens to everybody. Men, women, both. I mean, it's a big commitment. You suddenly realize that marriage is forever.
Oh.
It scares you. Briefly. But the point is, you're not the first person to feel this way.
Oh, sure. It's easy for you to say. You're on the outside watching the gate swing shut.
Well, ask Murray then. Go on. Go on. Get it.
I felt the same way, Ted.
Really?
Absolutely. Mary's right. I mean, it's perfectly normal to have second thoughts, so don't you worry about it.
Really?
Really.
Really?
Really?
You don't know how much better that makes me feel to hear that. I don't mind telling you, I was a little upset.
Oh, well, you covered it beautifully.
Yeah. Well, you guys placed my mind at ease. Thanks a lot. You're really good friends. Oh, hey. Say, is Lou in his office?
Yeah, he is.
Fine. Guess I'll go in and pass the time of day. Talk about wedding plans. You know, stuff like that. Guy talk.
I don't want to get married.
Well, what do you want me to do about it?
Help me.
How?
I don't know. Maybe I should go out of town.
Well, now, Ted, that's a tempting notion.
No, it wouldn't have to really. What we do Before each newscast, we'd announce that I'm broadcasting via satellite from Brazil.
Oh, Ted, that's ridiculous.
And we could fake it. Be easy, Lou. We just get a new weather map with some Spanish numbers on it.
No, Ted, no. Forget it.
Lou, you seem to be forgetting that I saved your life once.
You never did.
Well, what if I didn't? I would have all you had to do was ask.
Ted, if you don't want to get married, tell Georgette. Just grow up and be a man. We've got a show to do.
All right. Those are your feelings, and I respect them. But before I go, I'd like to take an additional moment of your valuable time to offer a further word on the subject, which I think deserves your consideration.
Please! Think about that, will you, Lou?
Who, me? Yeah, tip-top, first class, grade A.
Well, then why'd you ask me down here?
I need your help, Mary. Please sit down.
Ted, I don't want to sit down. It's almost airtime.
No, this takes priority. Sit.
Ted, really?
Sit! I'm sorry. Please, begin.
Mary, I called you because I believe of all my so-called friends, you're the only true one. You're the only one I can count on. You're the one who'll put her hand in the fire for me.
Ted, I'm not going to put my hand in anything until you tell me what it is you want.
I want you to tell Georgette that I'm going to Brazil.
You're bananas.
No, I'm serious, Mary.
Ted, that is the dumbest lie I ever heard of.
Oh, it's a fib, Mary, not a lie. Lie's an ugly word. Just a fib, a tiny fib.
Why me?
Because anybody who look at you would know that nothing as disgusting as a lie could ever pass between those innocent Cupid doll lips.
Ted, you are going to have to tell Georgette the truth.
Mary, I'm not ready for marriage. I can't handle responsibility. You're my old man. He walked out on my mother when I was 2 years old.
It's a shame you didn't walk out 3 years sooner.
I wouldn't expect you to understand. Your folks are still married. Probably runs in your family. You're gonna get married as many times as you like, and they'll all work out. Mary, all I want you to do is tell George that I'm going to Brazil, and I'm too busy to talk to her because I'm practicing my Spanish lessons. Mary, you can't fool me. You can't fool me. You'll lie for me. Mark my words, when the chips are down, you'll go along with me.
I will go along with you, Ted, only if you tell the truth.
All right, I'll tell the truth.
I'll tell the truth.
Buenos dias.
The
United States Bureau of Mines announced today that oil shale refining plants could be built in this country, resulting in cheaper oil for the United States.
Hey, what are you doing? Ted still has several more minutes.
I know, but I can't watch anymore. Well, he's bad enough when he's happy. But the past 4 days, he's been impossible. You know, today he asked me if the station could issue a retraction for a marriage proposal.
Hi, Murray.
Hiya, Georgette.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Georgette.
Bye, Georgette.
Bye, Murray.
Bye, Mur.
Bye, Mary.
Well, we haven't seen you in a few days. How's everything?
Terrible. Mary, I have to talk to you.
Well, sure.
Mary, I can't marry him. I said I would, but I won't. I thought I wanted to, but I don't, but I haven't told him I won't.
Why not?
I can't.
Georgette, let's take this one step at a time. Why don't you want to marry Ted?
Well, he made up some ridiculous story about being sent to Brazil. And I think anybody that scared of marriage isn't ready for it.
He told you that? That's terrible.
No, Mary, that's nice.
Nice?
Sure. He was only telling me that because he wanted to spare my feelings. He didn't want to hurt me by rejecting me.
Well, yeah, I guess that is nice.
No, that's terrible. Because how can I hurt his feelings now by telling him I don't want to marry him?
Yeah, that is difficult.
No, that's easy. I'm just pretending to believe what he says about Brazil.
You are?
Yes. So, Mary, when Ted tells his lie and pretends it's the truth, and you see me pretending it's the truth, even though I know it's a lie, please don't say it's a lie, even though you know it is.
Right.
See, Mary, that way we can call off the marriage. And then in a week or so, Ted can phone me and say they've canceled his trip to Brazil, and I can pretend to believe him, and we can go back to the way we were.
Yeah, well, that's sensible.
No, it's stupid. But it's the best I can think of.
Well, all right, Georgette, I'll go along with you, but it's not going to be easy. Boy, am I mad at him.
Well, Mary, if I'm not mad at him, why should you be?
I'm mad at him because of what he did to somebody who's not mad at him after what he did.
Mary, sometimes you talk funny.
Well, it's just not going to be easy, that's all.
Hi, Georgia.
Hi, Ted.
Hi, Mayor, old buddy. The chips are down. I told Georgette about going to Brazil for a year. Mary can confirm that, can't you, Mayor?
Yeah, Ted, I can confirm that.
Lou insisted that I go, right, Mayor?
Yes, Ted.
So I'll be doing my reports by satellite. Right, Mayor?
Yes, Ted.
Guess it'll kind of postpone things for a while.
Yes, Ted. Well, it's been really fun being engaged to you. Have a nice time in Brazil. Hasta la vista.
See, Mayor? I know you better than you know yourself. I knew when the chips were down you'd come through and lie for me.
Lie for you? Why would I lie for you?
You know perfectly well Lou's not sending you to Brazil for a year.
Oh, no. For 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah, well, we could only get the visa for 6 months, but I'm sure once you're there, they'll be able to give us an extension. Oh, and by the way, Ted, the shots are only good for 3 months, so be sure you get a booster when you get them, huh?
What shots?
Well, you know, the usual. Typhoid, malaria, yellow fever.
Yellow fever?
Yeah, oh, well, I'm sure there's no chance of your contracting it in the city, but where you're going, I understand it's the second highest cause of death.
What's the first highest cause?
Oh, Ted, I don't think you want to know that. But I understand it's what killed Mr. Grant's Uncle Fred. Took him 2 years to die.
2 years?
Yeah, the plant was a very slow eater.
Oh, come on, Mary. You're lying, aren't you? Aren't you?
Ted, with these innocent Cupid doll lips, lie to you.
Lou?
Oh, he's not in there. No, he went to see about your insurance policy. He's trying to get them to insert a quicksand clause.
Lou, why? Why me?
Why, you what?
Well, if it's yellow fever and no shots and quicksand and hungry plants, what are you sending me to Brazil for?
Coffee.
Lou? Will you just answer me one question? Mary just told me about your Uncle Fred. Now tell me the truth. How did he die?
Choked.
Got him around the throat, huh?
No, inside the throat.
Oh, my Lord. What a lousy way to go.
It was his own fault. He was eating too fast.
That's funny. I heard he was eating slowly. Hey, Lou. What do you call that thing that got him?
A wiener.
Who can turn the world on with her smile? who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Boy, Lou was right. Shopping for wedding presents on a Saturday afternoon is slow torture.
I think torture's supposed to be slow, Murray. What would be the point of fast torture?
If it were anyone but Rhoda getting married, I wouldn't have done it.
Well, she'll appreciate it, Mur. Gee, I just hope she likes what we got. It'll be a little difficult for her to fly back to Minneapolis to exchange them.
Oh, she'll love everything, Mary. Who wouldn't want silver on their dining room table?
The Lone Ranger.
Isn't the wrapping exquisite?
Sure
These
is.
bows take forever to tie.
Now, let's see. This is the silver nut dish that I got from Mr. Grant to send her. And
Oh, excuse
that's-
me. I think that is the nut dish. Yeah, this is my wine coaster.
No, this is the wine coaster. Well, this...
Actually, I think the wrapping was a little overdone anyway.
Hi. Hello? Mary Richards?
Yes?
I'm Gloria Munson. Carla Munson's little baby sister.
Carla Munson's little sister. Well, well.
I was like 100 years behind you at Roseburg High.
Roseburg High, right. Carla Munson.
She told me to look you up when I got to Minneapolis.
Oh, well, and I'm glad you did. Come on in.
Thank you.
I'd like you to meet Georgette Franklin and Murray Slaughter. This is Gloria Munson. She was 100 years behind me in school.
Gloria.
Sit down.
Thank you. I didn't mean to interrupt anything. Did you just have a birthday or something?
Oh, no, they're wedding presents for a friend who's getting married.
Ah, half my class is already married. I'm like the old maid, you know.
Right. Carla Munson. How is she?
Oh, exactly the same.
Good, good, good.
Listen, I gotta get home. Thanks for the help, man.
Yeah, thank
Hey,
you.
when is Rhoda getting married?
2 weeks.
Oh, perfect. Georgette might just have those presents rewrapped by then. Nice seeing you, Gloria.
Nice meeting you too, Mr. Slaughter. You know who else told me about you? Mrs. Northshield.
My old English teacher.
Right.
Oh, my.
Your biggest fan at Roseburg High. Mary Richards this and
Oh,
Mary
well.
Richards that. She never stopped talking about you.
Oh, how is she?
Dead.
Murray, is that good enough?
Oh, gee, Georgette, that's perfect. I mean, I'd never even know it had been unwrapped. Listen, you better mark it right away so we remember which one it is. Would you like a cup of coffee?
Oh, no, thanks. I can't stay. Mary, I didn't mean to bother you at home. Well, I just wanted to ask you about your work.
Uh-huh. You want to get into television, right?
That's why I looked you up. Carla said you were the one everybody turned to when they needed help. And I really need help.
Well, Gloria, I'd love to help, but there just aren't any jobs open at WJM right now.
I know. There are no jobs open anywhere.
Well, I tell you what. Why don't you at least come in Monday, and I'll show you around anyway.
Oh, would you do that?
Sure.
Oh, wow. Oh, just to see the inside of a TV station would be such a kick. Well, shall I call you or what?
No, I tell you, why don't you just come in about 11? How's that?
Oh, fine. Oh, gee, thanks, Mary. Oh, goodbye, Miss Franklin.
Bye.
Gee, you're super.
Oh, come on.
Just like Carla said.
All right, but listen, I'm not promising anything, huh?
Okay.
Still, I can't turn down Carla Munson's sister.
Bye.
Who is Carla Munson?
Say, I forgot to ask you, Mary, what did I get Rhoda?
Oh, a beautiful silver nut dish.
A nut dish?
Yeah.
mean like on a bar with peanuts, that kind of nut dish? And a guy on the next stool says, how about shoving that down this way, Max, so somebody else can have a few, that kind of nut dish?
Not exactly. No, this is a beautiful silver dish with a tiny, delicate engraving of a leaf on one side. Very delicate.
Yeah. Well, the one on my bar is nicer. It has a picture of Mr. Peanut.
Morning, people. Lou, are you available for a brief tete-a-tete entre-nous?
So how come your talk always sounds like food?
Fudge, I need some advice. The station manager thinks my show needs improvement. I knew you'd all laugh when I told you. Lou, how do I get him off my back?
Station manager, huh? Well, I know Ed Schroeder pretty well. He's always had a weakness for the ladies. If I were you, Sue Ann, well, you don't want to hear my suggestion.
Dear Lou, dear cryptic, bashful, dirty-minded Lou. I suppose I owe him the courtesy of listening to his vile suggestion.
Hi, guys. What do you think of the cleft in my chin?
I noticed it was washing out under the studio light, so I darkened it with a ballpoint pen.
Looks like your face has a little blue belly button.
Hi, Mary. Hi, Mr. Sloan.
Hi, Gloria.
Am I too early?
No, not at all. Gloria, this is Ted Baxter.
Ted Baxter. I watch you every night. How come there's ink on your chin?
He had squid for breakfast.
Who is this charming child?
This is Gloria Munson. She'd like to get into television.
Well, you've come to the right place, Gloria.
Well, Ted, actually, I already told her that we have no job openings.
All I want is a chance.
Well, I might be able to pull a few strings.
I'll do the lowest kind of unskilled work.
Watch it, Ted. Competition.
Lou, you should be ashamed of yourself. And thanks.
Sue Ann Nivens.
You know Sue Ann?
She is my idol. My absolute favorite television personality.
I don't believe I've met this adorable and perceptive youngster.
Sue Ann, this is Gloria Munson. She's looking for a job,
Is there any chance that I could watch you tape a show, Miss Nivens, in person? I never miss it. I even watch your reruns. I've seen your Pêche Flambée 6 times. And I know your dumplings by heart.
Who doesn't?
Oh, Murray. Murray, with your sly wit, it's a wonder you never became more successful.
Miss Nivens.
Oh, call me Sue Ann.
Well, may I watch you, please?
Certainly.
Is it all right, Mary?
Yeah, sure.
Perhaps I can help. I think television needs bright young women. Look at me. And even, to a certain extent, Mary.
This is like meeting royalty. It's all a wonderful dream. A whole chapter from my diary. Oh, Miss Nivens.
Wouldn't you love to be that age again?
I don't think I ever was.
Okay, Gloria, that's it for now.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Wilson.
Camera's back at 2 o'clock.
Gloria, hi. Sue Ann told me she gave you a job as her stand-in. That's terrific. Thought I'd just come down and see how you're doing.
Oh, it is all so exciting. I mean, I'm not just Sue Ann's stand-in. She lets me help her out in every way I can.
Yeah?
This morning, I peeled onions, cleaned a fish, scoured the oven, and unclogged a drain. Oh, Mary, isn't show business just wonderful? Yeah. Hi, Mary.
Hello, Mary.
Ed, I'd like you to know my new stand-in, Gloria Munson. Gloria, this is Mr. Schroeder, WJM station manager.
Hello, Gloria.
Oh, it's such an honor to meet you, Mr. Schroeder. Wow, you look so young to have such an important job.
Well, I'm not all that young.
Ed's been making some more suggestions.
Oh, what kind of suggestions? I thought Sue Ann's show was very successful.
Oh, yeah, it is, Mary, but you can't rest on yesterday's laurels. The public demands change. You must have found that on your show.
Oh, yeah. We try to change the news almost every night. Well, listen, I gotta get going. I just wanted to say I think it's terrific the way things are working out.
Sue Ann, I feel that your show needs some changes, some new elements. Frankly, Jane Q. Public is getting a wee bit tired of the same old household hints every day.
The same old hints? Here's what I'm doing today. Tell me if these sound like the same old hints. Lemon juice your knickknacks? New life for your squeegee? Moisten your suction cups? Kiss soap dish jelly goodbye? Same old hints.
Mr. Schroeder, I know it's not my place to say anything, but I think Sue Ann's show is just wonderful, and I think you should be proud to present it on your station.
What a sweet, generous, accurate thing to say.
Of course, I'm sure there's not a TV show in the world that couldn't stand a few changes.
What sort of changes?
Well, since you asked, Sue Ann, I was thinking this morning, wouldn't it be terrific if... you don't want to hear this?
That's right, dear.
No, please, go ahead. I'd like to hear it.
Well, with everyone so concerned with physical fitness these days, why don't we demonstrate some calisthenics for housewives?
That's very interesting. As a matter of fact, it might appeal to the male audience. After all, men love to watch an attractive girl do gymnastics.
Marvelous idea, Gloria. I'll just lower the neckline on my leotards and... What sort of exercises did you see me doing?
Oh, something simple like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wait a minute. I have got a terrific idea. Sue Ann, you can describe the exercises, and Gloria can demonstrate them.
On the air?
Of course.
Me? Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Now, why don't you both work up something for tomorrow's show, okay?
But...
Trust me. It's going to be terrific. Bye, Gloria.
Goodbye. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm actually going to be on television tomorrow. Oh, what do you think I should do for my first exercise?
What about a headstand?
You mean you just want me to stand on my head?
No. I want to stand on your head. Come in.
Hi, Sue Ann.
Hello, Mary.
Listen, I can't stay long. Something's come up at the newsroom. What did you want to talk to me about?
Mary, did you know the best time to cut a flower is when the bud turns soft?
No, I didn't. What did you want to talk to me about?
Well, just that Ed Schroeder now feels that exercise spot works better with Gloria doing the whole thing.
Oh, so you mean as well as demonstrating them, she'll be describing them, too?
Yes. Did you know a lump of sugar will make your rosebuds open faster?
No, I didn't. Sue Ann, why do you keep changing the subject?
Because I'm arranging flowers, dear. If I concentrate on these aromatic blooms, I can create a floral fantasy. Whereas if I think about Gloria, I'm apt to rip their smelly little heads off.
Look, I think I understand how you feel.
Mary, let me fill you in. 3 days ago, he met her for the first time. The next day, he took her to lunch. Last night, he took her to dinner. Today, he's been calling her repeatedly on the telephone.
Uh-huh, so she's sort of become his, protege?
Oh, Mary, how well you put things. His protege. I do like that word. Protege. From the French. Meaning your place or mine. Little Miss Muffet is after my job.
Oh, come on, Sue Ann, why does that have to follow? All right, so she's dating the program manager. So they become good friends, very good friends, assuming they do. All right, let's say they do. Let's assume that she is doing what you think she's doing. Why does that necessarily mean she's going to get your job?
How do you think I got it?
This is delicious, Mary.
Thank
What's
you.
it called?
Well, I don't think it has a name. It's just a casserole.
It's wonderful. I love chicken and zucchini.
Georgette, this doesn't have either chicken or zucchini.
I know, but I love them. And I also love this. So this reminded me of them.
Gotcha.
When are you going to Rhoda's wedding?
What reminded you of that?
That was a new thought.
I leave Friday after work. Either Mr. Grant or Murray will drive me to the airport.
If I were you, I'd have them both do it. Just for the company. I'm afraid of flying. I once had a very bad experience in an airplane.
What happened?
It took off. That's why I don't think I'll be able to go to Rhoda's wedding.
Oh, Georgette, flying is perfectly safe. Don't you realize more accidents happen in the bathroom than in planes? Really?
Gee, Mary, if that's true, how come they don't sell bathroom insurance?
Sue-Ann.
Hello, Mary. I hope I'm not disturbing you.
No, not at all. Come in. What brings you here?
I'm bugged and I need to talk to somebody, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Hello, Georgette.
Hi, Sue-Ann.
That looks good. What is it?
Not zucchini.
Would you like some?
Oh, no thanks, dear. As a rule, I enjoy amateur food, but I'm just too upset. Schroeder's finally done it.
What now?
Tomorrow, in addition to a regular exercise spot, Gloria will also be giving a little baking demonstration.
Why is Mr. Schroeder giving her her own baking spot on your show?
I don't know, dear. Perhaps he has a weakness for tarts.
Sue-Ann, have you spoken to Mr. Schroeder?
Fat lot of good that would do. I'm out, Mary. Finished. Washed up.
Oh, no, Sue-Ann, I don't believe that. She's an inexperienced 23-year-old kid. Come on. Look, personal feelings aside, Ed Schroeder is the station manager, and he's not about to make a star out of someone who's totally incompetent.
Of course not. He's the one who hired Ted.
The secret of Zabaglione tarts is to make the crust flaky as snow.
I'm sorry. I've got to turn the sound down. I just can't listen to her. I think she's flaky as snow.
What is Sue-Ann doing during all this?
She's helping. See, those are her hands passing the ingredients to... See the ones with the very white knuckles? You know something, you're right. It's better with the sound off.
Sure, besides, I can give you a play-by-play. With her left hand, she's stirring some funny white glop with a wire thing that is loose. Now, with her right hand, she's pouring the glop. You know, a lot of little funny things that look like falsies.
Pastry shells, Ted.
Correction, I'm informed the technical term for falsies is pastry shell.
I just can't believe it. Gloria seemed so sweet.
Well, not to me. I spotted Gloria the minute she walked in here. Something about her looked phony to me.
Maybe she was wearing pastry shell.
You know what I can't figure out is what that dummy Schroeder sees in her. I mean, I know he's the boss around here, but I saw the show with my own eyes, in my own objective opinion. Gloria was awful. Good, awfully good.
Wasn't she, guys? Wasn't she something, that Gloria? Listen, there's going to be a celebration down on the set, and I want you all to be there.
Right behind you, Chief.
Have you tasted these? Gloria made them all herself. Have one.
They look wonderful.
They're Napoleon's. And after all, you are our emperor.
Long live the Emperor.
I'm so glad you could all come to our little party. People, you must try some of Gloria's creations. Have some croquembouche.
Just my luck. I had croquembouche for breakfast.
Mary, isn't Gloria's pastry delicious?
You know something, Sue-Ann? You're being more than sportsmanlike.
Yeah, you got a lot of class, Sue-Ann.
A champ.
Really, you're being terrific.
Just terrific.
I'm impressed.
Me too.
What are you up to?
Mary, can't you just accept the fact that I'm bowing out gracefully?
No.
Folks of WJM, I guess it's no secret that a star was born today.
It's no secret a star was born today.
Which, of course, is not to take anything away from our own Sue Ann Nivens, who has always done a super job.
Always done a super job.
Right. Personally, I do not believe that a show can operate efficiently with 2 stars.
Efficiently with 2 stars.
So here's my solution. Maybe our station is better off without stars. After all, if we've got good people working together as equals, who needs stars? Let's just do away with stars.
Schroeder, you're making a fool of yourself over abroad.
Boy.
What is it?
I ate that, what do you call it, too fast. I think I gave myself a real bellyache.
Oh, Murr, that's too bad. I'll get you some bicarbonate.
Oh, thanks.
Did you eat that Mogan Bush thing?
You all ate different things, Lou. Why?
I don't feel so good.
Me either. Is it sort of like you swallowed a hot mitten?
More like a percolator.
Now your knees shaky?
And I'm sweating behind the ears. What is it?
Maybe we're in love.
Here you go, Murr. Go down.
Thanks, man.
On second thought, save some for me.
You too?
Mm-hmm.
Good news, people. I think we got food poisoning.
From what?
Cream fillings. Apparently, they were left unrefrigerated.
Everybody's got it?
Everybody. You should see Ed Schroeder. It's all the poor lamb can do to lift his head and scream at Gloria.
When the red robin comes Come on, guys, it's magic time. Mustn't keep my public waiting.
We can't afford to lallygag.
Don't say gag, Ted.
You know something, Sue Ann? Suddenly, I'm getting this awful suspicion.
Don't blame Gloria, Mary. The child's a neophyte. She's green.
She's not the only one.
It's an understandable accident. Hot lights will make cream go bad like that.
You mean Gloria made the mistake of not refrigerating the cream?
No. Gloria made the mistake of asking me to do it.
Sue Ann, you knew, and you stood there and you let us eat that cream.
Mary, I ate it too. For the good of the show. After all, as I said to Gloria just now, bending down to where she was lying under the sink. Can't stand the heat, dear. Get out of my kitchen.
Well, food poisoning or no food poisoning, I've never yet missed our show.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lou, but it only lasts a few hours.
Good evening, this is Ted Baxter with headlines and deadlines from around the world, Washington. In a statement on the economy released early today, President Ford said... Uh-oh.
Boy, I love Fridays. I'm even looking forward to the drive to the airport, especially after the way I felt last night.
Oh, I know. I mean, suppose that had happened today. I wouldn't have been able to go to New York. I would have missed Rhoda's wedding.
Don't worry, if you didn't show up, Rhoda would postpone the wedding. You ready?
Yeah, but listen, Mr. Grant, you don't both have to drive me to the airport.
I want to go. They got a great bar at the airport. I want to check out their nut dish.
Well, Mayor, off to the airport, eh?
Yep.
Well, have fun in Fun City.
Thank you, Ted.
I just can't get over having that thing hit me last night right on camera. But if I do say so myself, I think I covered pretty well. I doubt if anyone even knew I was sick.
Except for that one time you looked into the camera and yelled, "If there is a doctor within the sound of my voice, please help."
Boy, Mary, I see you're off.
Yep.
Now, you have fun at that wedding.
Oh, thanks.
And don't forget to kiss all the ushers for me.
Sue Ann, you don't kiss the ushers in a wedding.
Mary, dear, don't tell me how to have fun at a wedding.
Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
School bond issue is almost certain to pass. In the runoff election between Henderson and McCullough, the next few hours will tell the story. It's up to the voters now.
Well, that's the last item, and we still have 30 seconds.
Oh, no. You mean Ted's going to have to ad lib?
As a reporter, I'm supposed to remain neutral. I'm supposed to have an opinion, but since we do have a few moments, let me just say this. You're crazy if you don't all vote for Henderson.
Sir.
Understand I'm not taking sides, but just between you and me and the lamppost, I hear that McCullough is a pretty shady character. This is Ted Baxter saying good night and good news.
That is the most unprofessional thing Ted has ever done.
You know, I think we all need a long vacation.
You're right. Well, I've got a week coming. What can you do in a week?
Well, outside of creating the world and resting, nothing.
Can you believe it? Endorsing one candidate and libeling the other on the air?
What happened in there?
I just threw Ted out of the studio.
Threw him out? You mean you fired him?
No, I mean I grabbed him and threw him through the door.
Mr. Grant, how could you do that?
I know, I feel terrible. Just the slightest change in trajectory, I could have thrown him out the window.
You know, I think he means it. I think he really did that.
Well, probably. Well, so what?
Well, Murray, it's just a thought of physical violence. I don't believe in it.
Yeah, but that's Lou's nature. He's a hawk, you're a dove, Ted's a cuckoo.
Murray! A joke.
I'm sorry. Hey, Mayor, what's the matter?
Well, it's just the thought of someone being physically injured. I just don't like it. I never have. It's bothered me since I was a kid. A girl I know broke her leg, and I had to go tell her mother. And Murray, I began to stammer for 10 minutes. All I could do was stammer at her. I mean, there she was, and then there I was, and she
Steady. Steady.
Somebody ought to go in there and tell him he can't go around throwing people through doors.
Well, I'd love to do it, Mayor, but I'm afraid he'd throw me through the door.
Mr. Grant, I know that your conduct is none of my business.
None.
And I know that you're very angry.
No, I'm not, Mary. No, that's all over and done with. Once I saw Ted smash through that door, waving both arms and screaming, a kind of inner peace descended on my soul.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Never bear a grudge, Mary. If you're steamed, do something about it. Yeah. And afterwards, it's forgiven and forgotten. See?
No, I don't. Physical violence never settles anything.
Physical violence has settled every war in history, all football games, most prize fights, and several marriages I can think of.
Well, that's not the point. I am talking about you.
All right, Mary, talk about me.
Mr. Grant, you're one of the nicest people I know. You're good and you're fair, and we all respect you, but you've got this violent streak in you, and it scares people. I mean, it even scares me.
Oh, come on, Mary. I'd never belt you.
Mr. Grant, you have a very bad temper, and one of these days you're going to hurt somebody.
I didn't hurt Ted. I barely touched him.
Smashed through that door, waving both arms and screaming?
I just made that up. I talk tough, Mary, but I don't hurt people. Come in. Ted!
Don't touch me. I don't think I can come into work tomorrow. I can't move my head.
Oh, Ted, I'm so sorry.
Oh, well, it's not your fault, Lou. It happened after you threw me. I skidded into the cigarette machine.
Well, they told you it was hazardous to your health.
Yeah, your whole, it's...
I've got to get you a doctor.
No, forget the doctor. You're going to the hospital. Here, come on. Oh. Lean on me, and I'll help you down to my car.
Oh, I didn't think I'd make it to the car, Lou. That's too far.
All right, don't worry. I'll carry you to my car.
Lou.
Huh?
Be gentle.
Yes.
Mr. Grant, you can't...
What do you mean I can't carry you?
It's too heavy for you.
Right, here. Hey, use this table.
That'll just make me heavier.
It's got wheels.
Oh. Lou, Mary, tell the gang I said my last words were, I want the news to go on.
So, how are you feeling? Is it hurt?
You know the old expression, Mayor, only when I laugh. Ooh.
Ted, is there anything we can do?
Oh, no. Georgette was by my side all morning. She read to me and fed me and gave me a sponge bath. Fluffed up my pillows. I finally sent her home.
Aw.
Yeah, she was starting to get on my nerves.
Boy, private room. It's really nice.
You know, when I first came here, they put me in a ward. You know how I got this room?
The ward pitched in?
Lou insisted. He said he'd pay whatever the cost.
It's the least he can do.
Well, I've got to meet Marie. Don't get up, Ted.
Thanks for coming, Murr. And say, thanks for the candy. How'd you know it was my favorite kind?
I didn't. I just wanted to give you something to show you how I really feel about you.
Good old Murr. Want a jawbreaker, Murr? Oh, I appreciate the flowers, too.
Oh, well, you know, sick room, hospital. It's traditional.
Yeah. I don't know why people just don't give the cash.
I went to the game store and got the stuff you wanted.
Oh, well, yeah, it's not for me, you know, but you never know. My little nephew may come to visit. What'd you get?
Yeah. Got your Parcheesi and your Chinese checkers and the little game that you shake and make the little balls roll into the...
The clown's nose?
No, they were out of that, I asked. No, this one, you shake it and the little balls form the outline of a duck.
Gee, I never tried that one before.
Yeah, well, I imagine it works on pretty much the same principle as the clown's nose.
Hi, old buddy. Hi, Mary.
Hello, Mr. Grant. How very nice of you to drop by.
Say, you're not still mad at me.
Well, I really don't think this is the time or the place to discuss that.
But I want to know.
But don't you think you should chat with Ted?
Why should I chat with Ted? I like you better.
See Ted.
Don't mind me. This is better than television.
So, how you feeling?
Well, not bad. I'm not complaining. A guy learns to live with constant pain.
Gee, I'm sorry, Ted. Here, I brought you some flowers.
Well, I already have some.
Oh. Say, I wonder if there's someplace I could put these.
Beats me.
That's okay. What the heck? I'll just stand here and hold them. That way Ted can enjoy them while we chat.
Well, Ted, I think I'll be running along.
Oh, don't leave now, Mayor. I've got everything but the one web foot and the beak.
No, Ted, I don't want to tire someone who's been through as much as you have.
So what do the doctors say?
Well, they say I'm a lucky guy, Lou. Not too many people survive an accident like that.
You mean just being thrown out on you?
No. 4-car collision.
Huh?
Well, I had to make up something, Lou. Didn't want anyone to think you did this.
Oh, yeah. And they say you're lucky?
I'll say. Boy, if the fire had hit the gas tank, it'd have been curtains for sure.
Well, if there's anything I can do.
Wow.
No. I mean it. Anything. You just ask. Ask me for anything. How about a glass of water? Here. Take a glass of water.
Okay.
Wait, how about a cube? Yeah, let's put a cube in there. There you go. Remember, for what I did to you, I'd be happy to do anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Would you sign my neck brace?
I say my neck brace. Of course I will.
Sign it to Ted Baxter, the world's best anchorman.
Baxter, the world's best anchor man.
For whom?
For whom?
I will do anything.
Oh, how do they expect me to rewrite a snow bulletin when it's like a furnace in here?
Why are you rewriting a snow bulletin?
Well, Ted says that when he reads a snow bulletin, he wants people to shudder. I try to explain that all his newscasts have that effect.
Hey, since when do you let Ted tell you how to write your copy?
I guess I'm feeling sorry for him because, well, you know, he's working with a handicap. Although that never bothered me before.
Who fooled with the thermostat?
Well, I did, Lou. I thought it would be a nice conservation gesture to turn it down to 85.
Murray, you mustn't turn down the thermostat. Ted should be in a warm place.
Someday, if there's any justice.
Hi, guys.
Hello, Ted.
Ted? Hey, what do you think?
Oh, autographs.
Yeah, that's a switch, isn't it? Me getting autographs from ordinary people. Well, they are my public.
Takes a lot of guts to let them get that close to your throat.
Oh, Lou! Lou, can I use your phone to make a couple of calls?
What's wrong with your phone?
Oh, okay. Want to use your phone? No phone. Doctor says I shouldn't climb any stairs to my dressing room, but you say no phone.
Ted! Here's the phone.
Thanks, Lou.
I think I have our weather bulletin. Sleet and high winds to be followed by the biggest snow job in history.
Gee, that's a terrific-looking chair, Lou. I wish I had one like this in my dressing room.
Come on, what's wrong with the chair in your dressing room?
Oh, that's right. You never get down there, do you? And why should you? Why climb all those stairs?
Well, all you have to do is go directly into the studio from this office.
Ted, what do you want from me? You want me to give you my office? Is that what you want?
Oh, no, Lou, I don't want you to give me this office. I want you to share it with me.
Share my office?
Yeah, sure, why not, Lou? All it would take is a little chair right over there. You wouldn't mind sitting in a little chair, would you, Lou?
Ted?
Oh,
Ted?
Oh. It's all right, it'll pass. It's just a little spasm. They always go away.
Okay, Ted. You can share my office, but only until your neck gets better.
Oh, Lou, it'll be wonderful.
We'll be roommates.
Hey, that way we can sit together and rap about my new feature on the show.
You knew what?
3 minutes at the end of every show, Ted Baxter speaks out on the important issues of the day. You know, like Eric Severide? Except when I do it, you'll be able to understand it.
No, Ted, I don't think it'll work.
Why not, Lou? Maury could write it. Mary could come up with some ideas. Something I've wanted to do all my life, Lou.
No, Ted. I really don't care for it.
Oh, come on, Lou. Let me try just this once. And if you don't like it, you can do what you always do. You can pick me up and throw me through a door.
Boy, someday this turned out to be, huh, Murph?
Oh, the worst. You know, it's bad enough I have to write one opinion spot for Ted. But I had to write 3 so he can choose.
You know something, Murray? Remember that little girl I told you about in grammar school, the one who broke her leg?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I just realized something. She used people, too. I mean, everybody carried her books for her, opened doors for her. The teacher felt so sorry for her, he made me switch parts with her in the Christmas pageant. He made her the sugar plum fairy. I got to be half a camel. Yes. No, still here. Yeah, he's here, too. We'll be right in.
You guys weren't slipping out already, were you?
Slipping out? Ted, it's after 8.
I finally came up with the title for my new spot. A Piece of My Mind.
Well, if they can split an atom, why not?
Now all I need is a topic for my first editorial.
But, Ted, we already gave you 3. Industrial pollution, runaway prices, and political spending.
Heck, nothing personal, guys, but boring.
Boring?
Murray, they're all safe subjects. Everybody's done them. I want to go after the real sacred cows, like single women.
What about single women?
How come they let you buy them dinner if they don't expect any action?
Ted, you can't do an editorial because you keep striking out.
Mr. Grant is never going to allow that.
Kids, trust me. I'm the honcho on this project. I'll handle Lou.
Ted, don't you think that you're carrying this thing just a little too far? Look, I know it's late. We're all tired. What do you say we go get some coffee and we'll talk about it, huh?
Oh, gee, I'd like to, Mary, but I've got a date. And you two have got an awful lot of work to do.
Wonder where he got the picture.
Where else? His wallet.
Here you are, Mr. Grant. Made you after-dinner drink.
Thank you, Mary. What are you up to?
Well, since when do I have to be up to something just because I ask you over for dinner and a few drinks?
I just want to know why you're trying to ply me with alcohol.
Ply you with alcohol? You know, that's really kind of insulting.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mary. I didn't mean to insult you.
Oh, forget it. Here, let me freshen that for you.
Mary!
All right, okay. I do want to have a talk with you.
Okay, but you don't feel you have to lead up to it. Shoot.
Right. Just shoot. Just lay it on the line straight out. Okay, here it is. Shoot you want. Shoot you're gonna get. Mr. Grant, before I say this...
Mary.
Yes, okay, you're right. No beating around the bush. Which I've always thought was a really dumb expression, you know? But, okay, Mr. Grant, I don't suppose that you remember a discussion that we had. It was about Ted, Owen violence, and your being gentler. I don't suppose that you remember any of that, do you?
Every word. It's probably the most memorable thing you've ever said to me.
How'd you like to forget it?
I don't understand.
Mr. Grant, Ted is getting away with murder. The old Mr. Grant just wouldn't have stood for that.
No. The old Lou Grant would have yelled and bullied and scared poor Ted half to death.
I know.
I don't get this. First you come to me and you tell me, Mr. Grant, you have a violent nature, so you must try to change. So after considerable soul-searching, I change. I become what you see now, a gentle, tolerant, peace-loving, nonviolent pussycat. Then you come to me tonight, and you tell me you've decided you like me the way I was. Well, no, Mary, I've got something to tell you. I like the way I am, and this is how I intend to stay. A gentle, tolerant, peace-loving, nonviolent pussycat. So you just better get used to the new Lou Grant, Mary. From now on, I'm going to be the warmest, sweetest, nicest, most sympathetic, considerate, understanding human being you ever met in your life.
I don't think I like you anymore.
This goes now to the states for approval. In order for the bill to pass, it must be ratified by 2/3 of the 48 states. Oh, 2 more. Correction, make that 4/3. Now we present a new department. A piece of my mind.
What is he doing?
I don't know. He wrote it himself.
Tonight, a piece of my mind examines big business versus the little man. Now, for years, the little man's been taking it on the chin. Well, good news, my friends. Today, the tables are turned. Ted Baxter, the reporter who wouldn't be intimidated, announced a lawsuit for $250,000 against station WJM for gross negligence.
What?
He's suing his own station. On the air.
I want to make one thing clear. I don't include producer Lou Grant in this action. No, Lou can't be responsible for everything that goes on in his station. And I know Lou joins me in hoping this suit teaches a certain station that human safety isn't something to be trifled with.
When Mr. Baxter finishes the news, have him step into my office.
What are you doing?
Just getting the ambulance warmed up. Oh, Ted, Lou would like to see you in his office.
Right. Same here. What did Lou say about the show?
Oh, wait,
Speechless, huh? Boy, I think I threw a pretty good scare into the station.
Ted, look into my eyes.
Ah, sure, Lou.
What do you see there?
Oh. I wasn't really going to go through with it, Lou. I was just going to worry them a little bit, you know, use it for leverage, get a little more vacation.
You've got just 20 seconds to take down those pictures while your face still resembles them.
I wasn't going to ask for a lot of vacation, Lou. Just for a couple of weeks and my neck got better.
What the heck? I'm feeling practically fine, Lou, thanks to your chair and your office. And I don't need any vacation at all, Lou. I feel just great. In fact, I'll stay late and I'll work early. Weekends, Lou. Holidays and my birthday. Oh. I'm going down to my dressing room now to work on tomorrow's show.
Did everything go all right in here?
Yeah, it went all right.
Mr. Grant's office? Yes, this is Mr. Grant's office. No, it is no longer Ted Baxter's office. Yes, I'm sure. You're very welcome.
Who was it?
Ted.
And the great thing is, Mary, I never laid a hand on him.
Good for you, Mr. Grant. And don't you feel better that you were able to convey to Ted that you were angry and who was boss without resorting to violence?
Yeah, I feel a lot better.
Right.
Mary, would you do one little thing for me?
Yeah, sure.
Get a hold of building maintenance and tell them I need a new door.
Right. Mr. Grant, what's wrong with this door?
As soon as you leave, I'm going to put my fist through it.
Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can never tell, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Who wants a dog? Mary, you want a dog?
A dog? Gee, I don't think so, Mr. Grant.
Nice dog, nice dog. 4 legs, tail, 2 eyes. Says bow wow. Nice dog.
Whose dog, Lou?
Oh, some guy works for United Press. He got transferred to London. He couldn't take it with him. So he asked me if I wanted it.
And naturally, you said yes.
Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Besides, I was bombed. Stupid dog kept me awake all weekend. All he does is howl all night, scratch at the doors, knock things over, tear up the rugs, rotten mutt. Sure you don't want him, Mary? He's cute as hell.
Well, thanks, Mr. Grant, but the building I'm in doesn't allow pets.
Oh, they won't even notice him. You can sneak him in and out in your purse.
Oh, what kind of a dog is he, Lou?
St. Bernard.
Saint Bernard, fully grown.
I sure hope so.
Mr. Grant, I'll tell you what. I'll put a notice on the bulletin board. I'm sure someone will be interested.
Okay, just make sure you put down that he's cute, affectionate, lovable, adorable.
What's his name?
I don't know. I've been calling him Hitler.
Mary, I need your help.
Hey, Ted, how'd you like to have a dog?
No, Mary, I want to have a baby.
Well, yeah, sure, but I mean, in the
Mary,
meantime.
Georgette and I have been trying for months now to have a kid. Just haven't had any luck. She hasn't been able to sire me with a son. Heir to the throne, prince to King Baxter. I just don't know what to do.
Why don't you have her beheaded?
Mary, please, this is serious. Georgette and I want to have a baby real bad.
Ted, I don't know what you think I can do.
Talk to her. I want for the two of us go to a doctor to find out what's wrong. Why we can't have a baby. Please. For Georgette, come on over tonight and talk to her. You're a woman. She'll listen to you.
Ted, you're her husband.
Well, I know that. If I wasn't, would I be asking you to help us have a baby?
What I mean is, why don't you talk to
I
her?
tried. She won't listen to me. She's very depressed. Last night, she cried herself to sleep.
What time do you want me there?
Well, we usually have dinner around 7:30.
Fine.
So figure around 9.
Thanks, I'll be there. Hi, Georgette.
Hi, Mary. What a nice surprise.
Oh, didn't Ted tell you I was coming over?
Uh-huh, and I told him the same thing. What a nice surprise.
Oh, Georgette, are you sick?
I'm fine.
Well, then why are you taking your temperature?
Ted and I are trying to have a baby. And somebody told me the chances of conceiving are much better when your temperature's above 98.6.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, listen, Georgette, maybe I'll come back, some other time when when you're not so busy.
No, Mary, stay. It's all right.
Hi, Mary. Still 98.6. Just as well. I'm watching the Three Stooges.
Really, maybe I ought to go.
No, Mary, stay. It's okay.
But it's no problem, really. I'll call you tomorrow. You can leave the thermometer home. We'll have lunch.
Mary, I've been taking my temperature for 3 weeks. It never goes above 98.6. I don't know what to do. I've tried everything. Vitamins, positive thinking. I even went to a gypsy lady. She told me that Ted and I should try eating broccoli and making love in an empty store. Ted wouldn't do it. He hates broccoli.
Georgette, look, I know this is none of my business.
You know,
but
my mother said we should try writing the King family. Maybe they know something we don't.
Commercial. Oh, still the same. No change.
I'm sorry, Ted.
That's okay.
That's another reason I want a baby, Mary. So Ted will have someone to watch the Three Stooges with.
Georgette, listen, if you and Ted really want to have a child, don't you think that maybe you should see a doctor? I mean, maybe he can tell you what's wrong.
I'm afraid, Mary. Suppose he tells me it's my fault we can't have children. Ted would never love me anymore.
Oh, Georgette, that's ridiculous. Of course he would. I think I know Ted, and I think if he found out you two couldn't have children, he'd be disappointed, but he'd get over it. I think what he wouldn't be able to accept, though, is the thought that you could have done something about it, but you refused. You know?
All right, Mary, I'll go.
Oh, good for you. And I'm sure everything's going to be just fine. Let me know how you make out, okay?
Okay. Gee, I wish there was some way I could thank you.
Oh, don't be silly.
Do you like broccoli? I've got a room full.
Say goodnight to Ted.
Okay, good night, Mary. Ted, I've decided to see the doctor.
Oh, that's terrific, Georgette. And I'll go and see mine. Who knows, maybe we can find out what the trouble is and we can do something about it. And everything will be all right. And maybe we can have a...
Ted, please.
Let's take a look at that temperature now.
Any change?
Yeah, it's gone down a point.
Dirty, rotten, dopey mutt.
Mr. Grant, are you all right?
Evil, mean, sneaky, dirty, rotten, dopey mutt.
What happened?
This morning while I was taking my shower, he jumped up on the bar, knocked over all my booze.
Oh, no.
Yeah, whatever spilled, he drank. Bourbon, gin, rye.
Well, is he okay, Lou?
He never felt better in his life. I just brought him into the vet to get him dried out. You know what it's like to carry a 150-pound St. Bernard when he's drunk?
You carried him?
Carried him. I had to. Whenever I put him down, all he wanted to do was dance.
Oh, poor Mr. Grant.
No, I don't know. The dog drinks and dances. What more could a single guy ask for?
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Ted.
Georgette hasn't come by yet, has she?
No, was she supposed to?
Yeah, on the way back from the doctor. I just come back from mine.
Oh. And?
Oh, fine. Doctor told me I was in great shape. Exactly as I figured. Stud City.
Well, congratulations.
You know, it's an interesting examination they give you, Mary. They have to have this count. In order for a guy and his chick to have a baby.
Yeah, Ted, I know how that works. You know, high school biology and all.
Oh, no, Mary. All they teach in biology is how to take a frog apart. They don't even tell you how to put it back together again. Now, pay attention. This is different. It's highly technical. Now, in order for a man to become a father, he has to have at least 70 million of these little baby makers. More than 70 million of these little guys, he's okay. But if he's got less, well, that means that he and his wife can't make a baby. You got it?
And you have more than enough.
You kidding? They're coming out of my ears.
Hi, Georgette.
Hey, Georgette. What'd the doctor say?
Good news. There's nothing wrong with me.
Oh, that's terrific. Me too.
Oh, Georgette, that's wonderful.
Yes, that means it's only a question of time before I have a baby. Imagine. Next year, I may have someone to bounce on my knee besides Ted.
You know something, Ted? I think you're going to make a wonderful father.
Aha. Soon there may be a Ted Baxter Jr.
Yeah. Something I've always wanted. A son. Someone to buy toys for. Someone to play catch with. Someone to go fishing with. Someone to take to the ball game.
Ted, what's wrong?
There's not going to be any kid. I found out today that I don't have enough of those little baby makers.
But, Ted, you just said that the doctor said...
I lied. I was so ashamed. Just have 50 million of those little guys, and I'm a failure as a man. I'm sorry, Georgia.
Oh, Ted.
Oh, Lou.
Ted, what's wrong?
I just found out I can't give birth.
Ted, come on. You gotta pull yourself together. Now, look, Ted, I know what you're going through. So you can't have a kid. You can't let that destroy you. You're too big a man for that. You gotta pick yourself up. There are other things in life worth living for.
There are?
Sure there are. For instance, did you ever consider owning a dog?
Oh, Mr. Grant. Really?
I'm sorry. Listen, if there's anything I can do, let me know.
Thanks, Lou. Sorry.
Okay, Teddy Bear. Everything's gonna be all right.
Why me? And why can't I have a kid? It's not fair. If Sonny and Cher and Greg Olm can have a kid, why can't I?
Oh, hiya, Georgette.
Hi, Murray.
What's the matter, Ted?
Murray, it's the end of the Baxter line. After me, there will never, ever, in the history of the world, be another Ted Baxter.
What happened? Somebody pass a law?
I found out I can never, ever be a father.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Ted. Very sorry, Georgette, I really am.
It's the one thing in life I've always wanted. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted a little kid.
Ted, I've been thinking about this a long time. What would happen if we couldn't have children? And I don't know how you feel about this, but seeing as how we both want a child so badly, what do you say we adopt one?
Adopt one? No, Georgette, that's out of the question.
But why, Ted? It would be so wonderful. Don't you think so, Mary?
Oh, well, Georgette, I think this is something that the two of you have to decide. You know, it's a very personal issue, and I don't think that I should offer an opinion one way or the other.
Well, what's wrong with adopting, Ted?
I don't know. I just can't see myself bringing up a kid that really doesn't belong to me.
Ted, children belong to whoever looks after them and loves them.
Well, I just don't think I could do it.
Ted, all those things you want a child for, to take fishing, to take to the hockey games, you can do all those with an adopted child, and he'll love you even more for it. Isn't that right, Mary?
Maybe, but it would take so long.
Not if we adopt an older child. Believe me, Ted, somewhere there's a child who needs us as much as we need a child.
I don't know.
Please, Ted? Please?
All right, we'll do it.
What are you working on there?
Oh, it's, I just got a toy for my future kid. It's a puzzle. You gotta get the animals in the right holes.
Well, Ted, you're probably going to get a child at least 7 or older, and this says that it's for children under 5.
This is for 5-year-old children? Now it's gonna have to be a very strong kid to get it in. Say, have you got a nail file on you, Mary? I can get the edge off
See,
here.
Ted,
I think
you're
I can...
not supposed to have to do that. What you're supposed to do...
Don't tell me. I want my son and I to figure it out.
You're really excited about adopting this child, aren't you?
I sure am. The last week I haven't been able to think of anything else. I want him more than anything now. Even more than getting this lousy elephant in this stupid hole.
Ted, I think that hole is for the giraffe. You see the long neck?
Oh, I thought that was for the elephant's trunk.
Well, sometimes they try to trick you. Very good.
Hello? This may be it, Mary. It's my lawyer. Hello, Frank. How's it coming? What do you mean, 9 months to a year? Whoever had to wait 9 months to have a kid? There's nothing you can do? Are you sure? Nothing? Yep. Well, okay. Thanks. Thanks for trying, Frank. Bye.
Oh, Ted. Okay, so you have to wait a while. It's not the end of the world.
This wasn't meant to be, Mary. Doctors said I couldn't have a kid. Now the adoption agency's calling, telling me I can't have a kid. Let's face it. Ted Baxter is an endangered species.
Hi, honey, I'm home.
He had a couple of drinks.
Yeah, but he'll be all right.
Yeah, a couple of drinks. He'll be all right.
Ted, why?
He took it kind of hard when he found out he couldn't adopt a kid right away. When he didn't come back from lunch, we went out looking for him.
Ted, you know you can't drink.
I feel fine, honey. When I didn't come back from lunch, we went out looking for me.
Do you want us to stay, Georgette?
No, thank you. I'll take care of him.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing him home.
Hey, when a guy's had a little too much to drink, it's up to his buddies to keep him out of trouble.
Yeah, so we just put him in the car and brought him home.
Yeah, in the trunk.
Good night, Georgette.
Oh, Ted.
Sorry, honey. I really am.
I've been trying to reach you all day. The agency called this afternoon. A couple they promised a child to just changed their minds. He's ours if the agency approves of us.
And we can have him right away? My son, my boy?
Yes.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let him in.
Ted, that's not him. It's the lady from the adoption agency. That's why I was trying to call you, to tell you that she was coming over to meet us and to check us out. Ted, the lady's going to judge us, so shape up.
Okay, I can't be drunk. 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 Okay, I'm ready.
Mr. and Mrs. Baxter, how do you do? I'm Mrs. Adams. I'm sorry I'm a little late, but I've really had a hectic day. Oh, what a lovely apartment.
Thank you. We live here, you know.
I couldn't help noticing on my way over here what a pleasant neighborhood this is. And you've got that nice park right across the street.
Yes, we're very happy here.
May I take your hat?
Got a hat.
Oh, why, I guess somebody else took it.
Wouldn't you like to sit down?
Oh, thank you.
Boy, would I.
I'm sure your wife has told you that a child is available. And
Oh,
I'm
that's
here
a
to...
nice dress.
Thank you.
And
As
those
I
are
was
great
saying.
glasses. Aren't those terrific glasses, Georgette? I love your rims. They're great rims. You know something? You're cute. Georgette, why don't we adopt her?
Well, thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. Baxter. I think I've found out all I need to know. It was nice meeting you.
Oh, those are nice shoes. They look just like mine. They are mine.
Oh, could you come back tomorrow and see us?
I don't think I'll be able to. I've got a very heavy schedule.
We're not going to get the child, are we?
I don't make those decisions, Mrs. Baxter. The agency will be in touch with you.
I'm sorry, Georgette. I ruined it for us.
Oh, Ted, don't blame yourself. It's not your fault.
I wanted the kid so bad, more than anything in the whole world.
I know, Ted, but we still got each other, and that's what matters.
But please try to understand. I have a responsibility to see that these children are placed in suitable homes.
Suitable? You don't think we're suitable? Let me tell you about suitable. That man has papered an entire room with the 3 bears for his new child. So it's the kitchen. So he made a mistake. But he cares so much. And you say he's not suitable. Just so the child won't get a shock. For safety, that man moved every electric socket 6 feet high. He went out and paid $12 for toys. Now, that may not sound like much to you, but it's more than he paid for my engagement ring. And you say not suitable. Today, this was the first time I've ever seen him drunk. And it's only because he thought he'd have to wait a year to get the child he wants so badly.
My Lord, I'm a beautiful human being.
I'll tell you what. Let's do this again tomorrow.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, good. That's a great idea. Come on. Let's go get a good night's sleep. We'll talk to her tomorrow. What are you doing? I'm a married man.
There you go, Mr. Grant.
Okay, Murray, sign it and hurry up. Ted and the kid will be here any minute.
There it is, Lou.
Okay. Gee, I hope the little guy likes his present.
Now relax. He's gonna love it.
Boy, it's hard to imagine Ted Baxter taking on that kind of responsibility, you know? Trying to mold and develop a tiny mind.
Why? He's been doing it for 40 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ted Baxter takes great pride in presenting to the WJM newsroom the heir to the Baxter throne, Master David Belmore Baxter. Ta-da!
Hello.
David, this is Murray Slaughter.
Hello, David.
Hello, Mr. Slaughter. My dad told me you're the best newswriter in the business.
Why, thank you very much. And your father is the best anchorman.
Yes, I know. He told me that, too.
And this is Mary Richards.
David, it's really a pleasure to meet you. And you can call me Mary.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is it true you were once madly in love with my father?
David, you'll embarrass Mary. Lou, I want you to meet my son, David. This is Mr. Grant.
Hello, David. How do you do?
Nice to meet you, Mr. Grant.
Yeah. Well, hey, David, come on in my office. We've got a present for you.
Is it okay, Dad?
Sure, son. Did you hear that? He called me Dad. No kid's ever said that to me before.
Ted, he's just wonderful.
You should be very happy, Ted. He's a nice boy.
There's only one thing that bothers me.
What?
How old do you think he should be before I tell him he's adopted? Hi, Mommy.
Oh, hiya, Judge.
Hi, Georgette. We just met David. He's a terrific boy.
Yeah, he's a great kid. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, Lou likes him, too. He's inside now giving a present.
Oh, that's nice. I have a present for you, too, Ted.
Oh, what is it? You're pregnant?
Ted, you're kidding.
Hey, well, congratulations again, Ted.
Oh, Georgette, that's wonderful.
Georgette, what are you talking about?
The doctor said we're going to have a baby.
But how?
Well, you know those little guys you said you didn't have enough of?
Uh-huh.
Well, you may not have as many as the doctor said you should have, but one of the little buggers did the job.
Oh, maybe it'll be a girl. Wouldn't that be nice?
Hey, how about that? I did it. Isn't it wonderful? Now we'll have a real family. Have a wife, a son, maybe a daughter on the way. What more could a man possibly ask for?
Hi, Mom. Hey, and Dad. Look what Mr. Grant gave me.
No, you shouldn't have.
My pleasure, Ted.